Me too. Tired of this. Just kidding. Oh. This is what I'm working with today. And y'all just have to accept it. Déjame acomodo. Hold on. I feel like my chair is like just not where it needs to be. Okay. I think that's better. Maybe. Who knows? Y'all. It's so hot in Texas. And like, I just can't. I think it's gonna rain. Because it got real like nublado. It's dark outside. And like my apartment kind of got colder. So I think it's gonna rain. Hey besties, what's going on? I'm early. As you should be. As you should be. I'll go with pico, y'all. This is itchy and there's like a mosquito bite. Which how the fuck did a mosquito get in here? Oh, do you have... Hi, Heidi. Missed you. Oh, hey, Heidi. Had lots of fun this weekend. I did. We suffering in the valley. I know y'all are suffering. I know y'all are suffering in the valley, besties. You ain't even gotta tell me. I know. Okay? My heart, my nalgas, mi corazón, prayers, thoughts, everything. It was a long, sad weekend without a live. I know. I'm so sorry. Bestie, I'm a hostess at my job. Seeing you're not winning. Okay. I'm liking today's weather here in SoCal. I don't want to hear it. You know what? Get out. Get out. Just kidding. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about y'all's good weather. Who asked? Who asked? Just kidding. Hey, Joanna. Welcome to Las Besties. Who asked you? Who asked you about your good weather? Who cares? Who cares about your 69? Who cares about the freshness? Who cares about you not breaking a sweat? Nobody asked. Just kidding. I hate y'all. If you had good weather, good for you. You know what I mean? God clearly has favorites. So, just, yeah, you're showing off for sure. Hey, Anissa, welcome to Las Comadres. 69 is cold for us. I haven't even been outside for days. It's too hot for me. Yeah. Oh, Sophia, you got your 2-month badge per. No, y'all literally rubbing it in my face. I'm fighting for my life. Which nobody seems to care. That's fine. Okay. If you don't care, yo menos. You feel me? Yo menos. No, but it's fucking. So, okay. Let me. I brought a recap on my weekend. Yeah, y'all, you had no business stomping on it. Y'all don't have to come in here and presumir lo que es. You feel me? Aquí nadie preguntó. Just kidding. I'm tired of y'all humbling us. I'm tired of y'all shitting on my state. It's hot. Don't come in here trying to humble me. I don't need it today. I've been humbled. I care best. So my weekend, tanga weather, dead ass. Somebody asked, when are you going back to Mexico? En diciembre, si Dios quiere. Cosas que nos mantienen humildes. No, dead ass. Like when you see those memes on Facebook y todo eso que like, que con el pinche abanico ahí en el pinche culo, that's how it is. The other day, came home. I'm being dead ass. I came home. I took a cold shower. I fucking laid butt ass naked on my bed, spread eagle, and turned my fan on. Hey, besties, I just got tronco per, as you should. As you should. Yeah. No, you know what? Irma, you hit it right. You hit it right on the head. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Fan right at the cooch. That's you better not go to Veracruz. Go have fun in Acapulco or something. You already know, bestie. You already know we're going to Veracruz in December. Not too long though. Not too much. You know what I mean? We'll see where we go this year. Just let me shut the fuck up. But people, they was asking, y'all coming in this month? No, I'm not. If it's hot in Texas, imagine how hot it is in Mexico. It's hot in Mexico. And you got the dryness. We got some humid kind of weather here in Texas. I ain't even gonna lie though. Like, I'm already a big bitch, and like it's hard to like just fucking breathe this Texas air. Like, it's just not good. It's not good. First to go on vacation for a week. Yeah, we're trying to get. We're like trying to see what we want, cause like we was dabbling in like maybe low key driving. But I don't want to drive over there, but I do want to have my truck with me. I'm thinking we're probably just gonna fly in and rent a car or something. I don't know. Hey chickies, welcome to Las Besties. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you live. Hey Eden, congratulations on your 2 months. You got your badge. How many of you have been hit up by an ex lately? I'm curious about something. Stop it. Humid heat is the worst, yeah. I've been here, but I need to see them live. Don't drive, bestie. That's a whole day gone. 2 days, bestie. 2 days gone. I think the only reason if we were to drive is because we're going to spend at least a week in Guanajuato and a week in Veracruz. I don't want to do it. I'm dreading it, low-key. But it's because this year, Las Besties, y'all know, right? We already had a little conversation about this. But I'm just trying to, I'll just give you a little synopsis of me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be the bigger person in all this. You know what I mean? I'm already literally the bigger person. But, like, I'm trying to be the bigger person by heart. Who knows how long this will last? You know what I mean? But these bitches ain't getting too much of my time. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just trying to not to necessarily be nice. I'm already a nice person. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to like learn to ignore. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn to ignore bitches when they're fucking throwing indirectas at me. You know what I mean? And when they're talking shit to me, or when they're trying to talk to to other people around me. I'm just gonna be the bigger person, because at the end of the day, no es por ser mamona, but it's like, bitch, I'll see you next year. You know what I mean? It's only once a year. I could be chill for one fucking week out of the year. I could do that. Realistic. That's not asking too much, right? I could be fake. Oh, you think I'm big? Yeah, I am. You don't gotta think that I am. Oh, you think my man's gonna leave me? Maybe. I'll move on. Oh, you're hating on what I'm doing? Good for you. You know what I mean? It's only a week. I can last a week. Just being not nice. I'm not gonna be nice. I'll be fake. I can't imagine driving that long. Y'all gonna end up in a fight. That's what I said too, bestie. Dead ass. That's what I said. It's giving divorce. You better than me. I'm trying, besties. That's what I say now. But who knows how bad it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Cause it ain't even about the noobster no more, y'all. It's about some other bitch. It's about another bitch. And you know what? I've been humbled in many ways. Nalagas was almost in my life last year and this year. And I've been humbled. And you know what? Sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. And we've been known this. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to deal with people you already know, esos pinches mañas, to deal with other bitches. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what? Let me just stick to what I know. Let's do that. Anyways, I went on my trip last week. I've been catching up good. Hey, Leslie. So this weekend was Father's Day. Shout out to all the real baby daddies out here, not you fucking fake bummy bitches. You know what I mean? We don't know you. We can never relate. We don't claim you. But yeah, my brother came with his time. It was really nice. We had a little carnita asada. We went to El Bucanero yesterday. Grass ain't greener. That's why I put up one man. Hey, and I get it. The matching shirts. Hey, low-key, you already know your poison. Why find a new one? Exactly. So, the shirts were fucking hilarious. My dad was kind of hesitant, and he was just like, what's this? Because I literally got there laughing. I was laughing. I was like, I got y'all matching shirts. And he's like, what? You look so much like your dad. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I do. I feel like me and my brothers look like my dad. And then I feel like my sister looks like my mom. Bessie se me antojó esa tostada. Bessie, the best tostada ever. So, Yeah, they actually like the shirts, and they put it on. They were having a good old time. I got some pictures of them, but it's on this phone. Um, I don't have it on this one. Damn it. But you can't really see. It was already dark, and like the flash was on. It was like a whole fiasco. And then my nephew didn't. He said he didn't want to take a picture with them. He's like I'm embarrassed to be around y'all, and we're matching. I don't like that. Just kidding. And then yeah, we went to the Bucanero yesterday. First of all, bitch, we got there early as hell when they opened up. I thought it was gonna be really busy for all day, and it was. It was really busy. We were waiting on the mariachi. Nunca llegó el pinche mariachi. I was ready to ask for some songs. You feel me? And let me just rant real quick. When it comes to shit like this, okay, when I don't go out unless I know I got the money for it. You already know this. If you see me home all weekend, bitch, I'm broke. My bills are paid, but I'm broke, and I'll just stay home and me hago una pinche hueviza. You already know this. But like we went to the Bocanero, and we was drinking, we got ostiones, everybody got, we was having a good time. I can't believe so many restaurants que ya incluyen el tip. That they already have the tip added on that shit. And I'm like, bitch, what if I didn't like your service? Dead ass. Like, I respect, okay, servers and all that. And I'm the type of bitch where I'm gonna stack my plates up and I'm gonna hand them to you. Okay, you don't need to reach over for me. I got you, babe. I'm gonna hand it to you because that's just who I am. But these bitches be acting like brand new because they know the tips already included our forces. Like I feel like they don't have to put any effort into being just nice because the tips already included. So I was kind of shook because I was like, what the fuck? The service wasn't even that great. It was busy, but like there was way too many servers for her to fucking. Usually if it's a party of 6, I think it sucks. Yeah, and I understand that because I understand that some people don't tip. And I do. I've been around people who don't give anything. They think that they can just go to restaurants, eat, and not tip the person. And I understand that. You get your money. But there's certain occasions on that bitch, the service wasn't even that good. For what you're charging me, it wasn't even that good. You feel me? It's giving. Hold the fuck up. And I think there it was like the right amount. I think it depends on the party size. No, yeah, I understand. Like I get that. I get that. Like if you're a huge party, they're gonna automatically charge. My thing is, what if I didn't like the service? You know what I mean? But I was like, God damn, that shit was expensive. I went to Hibachi with the fam, and they were slick and put gratuity included in the small print at the bottom. Yeah. That's why when we're a big party, I low-key be nice, but I need to be extra. Oh, what happened to us? Like, yeah, they took it beforehand, and they weren't even nice, and we always leave them more money, even if the tip's already included. I understand for a big group of people, some restaurants have that, but me and my fiance went to a restaurant, and they automatically put an 18% tip. I was like, wow, I was going to tip 20%, but never mind. So this one, it says 17%, I think, and I'm like, you're getting ahead of yourself, babes. But whatever, it is what it is. Hey, Marita, congratulations on 2 months, bestie. They're losing out on tips. No, because it's like 18. No, it is. And like, that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that you got to do what you got to do because, yeah, we were a big group. But like, my thing is, if the service was 100%, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would have added more. You know what I mean? But when I saw how much it was, and I was like, you wasn't even really around. I got my food last. I got my food fucking last. And it didn't make sense to me. I'm going to tell you why it didn't make sense to me, okay? Because homegirl already kind of had like a little tude. Not going to lie. But I was just being nice, like, whatever it is, what it is. You got to work on Father's Day. I get it. It's going to be busy. I understand your frustration and your anxiety. You know what I mean? And like just the whole thing. I understand the process. But so I ordered a cóctel de camarón and a tostada. And so, everybody else got their food. The ostiones came out almost last. Ostiones are ostiones, babe. All you do is open them bitches up and put them on on ice. And then she was like, I just want to let you know that the cold stuff takes longer than the hot stuff. Like, I didn't ask her anything. But, like, she was taking my order. And she said, yeah, I'm just letting you know that the cold stuff takes longer for the hot stuff to come out. And I was like, by what fucking logic? By what logic does that even fucking make sense? You got to heat up the food. So, why would my food come out last? And it was ceviche. It's just a cóctel. I would imagine you already have a big-ass thing of cóctel preparado. Y'all don't just fucking scoop that bitch in the thing. And like me and Jacobo both got cóctel and I got tostada, and our food came out last. Everybody was enjoying. I'm just there, and I was like, "Are you a Bob fan, low key, or are you a Roach bitch?" Because I was shook. I was like, what? And then me and Uncle were like, "What the fuck?" We like everybody was eating, and literally everybody in my family was almost fucking done eating by the time my fucking cold ass cóctel de camarón and my tostada came out, and I was just like. And so then I asked her, I was like, can I get a an agua? Cause like, I had a michelada first, and I was like, yeah, let me get a drink. And so then she brings everybody a beer first. Those take forever because you gotta go to the bar. And I'm just like, I've been waiting forever for a fucking water, like an agua fresca. And then finally she comes out. I already ate. My throat's dry. Honestly, don't mind. I'm sorry, I would have been a Karen. Yeah, and I was like, no. And then he was like, this shit kind of personal. I was like, hey, something ain't right, bitch. Something ain't right. Cause ain't no fucking way. By what logic is my cold ass food gonna come out last? Dude, what the fuck? They always bring us a ceviche first. Yeah, cause I was like, what? Maybe like I mad. I don't fucking know. But I was like, this sus. This fucking sus. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's not gonna stop me from going. I love that restaurant. And the food's always fucking good. But yeah. And then the bill came out. All bad. And then the bill came out, and let's talk about how Starbucks now is accepting tips. They always been, haven't they? Or am I tripping? The math ain't mathing. Was your tostada all soggy? A little, not even going to lie. Not even going to lie. But I sure did complain to the manager. They weren't going to take my tip and half-ass the service. And then the bill came, right? And me and Jacobo decided to treat my dad and my brother for Father's Day. So we paid. And I was just like, oh, damn. So I saw it. I knew it was going to be pricey because, we're a big-ass family. Well, not a big family, but it was a lot of us. And it was kind of pricey. It's seafood. You know what I mean? It's mariscos and all that other shit. And so when the bill came, and then I was like, wait, hold on. The math ain't mathing, baby. Like, I knew it was going to be expensive, but not that expensive. And then I see at the bottom, it says 17% tip. And I was like, she almost got $60. If fucking... Well, she got it. Yeah. Not she almost, but she got it. I always tell them tostada on the side so it's not soggy. Yeah. It was still good, but I was shook. I was like, all right, I got you. So yeah, but it was fun. And then we ended up at the Riverwalk. It was fucking hot, but it was a good little weekend. It was nice to get out of Austin for once. But San Antonio fucking traffic is ridiculous. Not only that, there's a lot of construction going on over there, so it's just traffic up the ass, and I don't like it. I was like, let's go. And on the way back, we stopped at a 7-Eleven. Oh, this is how I'm telling you. I know that you Valley girls and all y'all going through it. There was this fucking pretty ass bitch. At least in Chicago, I got notification on the app saying Starbucks is not accepting tips on the app. Really? Oh, okay. I think maybe I'm tripping. And so every time I pay, it sends me a notification if I want to leave a tip. So that's why I'm like, oh, is it? Maybe it wasn't for like everybody. Maybe I don't know. You know what I mean? So. Oh, yeah, so we stopped at 7-Eleven. Yeah, me ando pinche miando. Like, I had to fucking pee really bad. I was like, get on the side, babe. I want to get me a little Slurpee, a little slushy or something, and, snacks. I think it's by state, maybe. That makes more sense. And there was this pretty-ass girl. Like, she had really long, she had long blonde hair. And like these really pretty lashes, and I was like, this is a Valley girl for sure. I was like, ain't no motherfucking way this ain't a Valley girl. And so we in the restroom waiting. Somebody was taking a fucking shit, and it stunk in there. It was so fucking hot. And so I was like, and it was just awkward because homegirl was just fucking farting away. And so I was just like, let me just make conversation with homegirl so that way we're not just in here smelling this shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, they road trip. She's like, yeah. I was like, where you going? She's like, I'm going to Austin. I was like, oh, Sam, I'm going to Austin. She's like, where you coming from? I was like, oh, San Antonio. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, from the Valley. I don't know what. Some 956, bitch. And I was like, how's the weather? She's like, girl, it's fucking dry and hot. And she was all sunburned. I was like, yeah, girl. I got you. I was like, I get it. Yeah. And then I just couldn't win yesterday, low key. I could after the Bucanero incident. It was fucking downhill from there for me personally. So homegirl was fucking taking up the stall. There was only 2 stalls in that bitch. So the lady comes out of the other stall. She goes in, and then she comes out, and then I go in, and I lock myself in. I guess I hit the thing like too deep or whatever, like too to the fucking side. And so I couldn't get out. And there was this girl, she's like, you good? I was like, I'm not good. I was holding the door. I was trying to fucking get it. She's like, let me hold it for you. So we're there struggling with the fucking door. And she was like, oh my gosh. She's like, that's my biggest fear. Bitch, help me. Help me. So I'm just like, what the fuck? And so finally I get it out. She's like, oh my gosh, you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I was like, just be careful with the lock, girl. She's like, no, that's like my biggest fear. I was like, And even the water was hot. To wash your hands was fucking scorching hot. I was like, what is happening? I would be crying. Yeah. It was, and I was like, let's just go home. Let's go home. Take me the fuck home. I can't do this. Because as soon as you out, your skin is burning sunscreen because, like, we've been, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, bestie, but I laughed at your pain. Yeah, no, I was fighting for my life. No, Texas is on fire. And, like, there's just no coming back from it. We're not going to survive this. Did the stall have open space above or below? A little bit below. And then the thing too, with homegirl that was shitting herself, the cracks were open. So you could see, I made eye contact with her, and I was embarrassed. I turned around. Dead ass. I'm not even fucking playing with y'all besties. I was on my phone, right? Because Valley Girl was already in the restroom. And so I moved to where Valley Girl was at. And then, like, I looked up, dead ass made eye contact with her, and I fucking turned around and I was on my phone like this. I was so embarrassed. And then I was like, girl, wrap it up. Like, how long you gonna be here? 3 bitches went into the next stall. And when I left, she was still in there. Like, be fucking for real. Bestie, she was peeping. Yeah. I was a peeping Tom, and I apologize. And honestly, if you're in here, and that was, I apologize. But girl, wrap it up. I could not poop in public unless it wasn't an emergency because she was taking her time. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, me listening to myself? Yeah. She probably added mayo to the seafood. Imagine sweaty and with chorro. It was gross. The whole thing was disgusting. 0 out of 10, do not fucking recommend. Never do that again, I'll tell you that much. I was shook. Her stomach was boiling. No, the embarrassment, though. The embarrassment of taking a shit at a 7-Eleven and then somebody makes eye contact with you, bitch. I wouldn't make it. Good for her for, like, you know what I mean? Sticking to her shit. Because it couldn't be me. I don't get why people dislike you. You're so funny. I don't know. I've been in a star where the worker comes in and drops loads and shards and doesn't even say anything, and I make eye contact on your way out. Couldn't do it. All right, let's get into so today's gonna be Mexico stories, because why not? Why not? You know what I mean? I think I know I've had some pretty good funny Mexico stories, and I know a lot of you have too. I can't be the only one going through it when I go to Mexico. You know what I mean? I asked my male coworker if men also wait to be the only ones in the bathroom to poop. He said nope. I said, well, women stay there until everyone. Oh yeah, for fucking sure. No, if I have shit in public restrooms, because you gotta do what you gotta do. I will wait. I don't care. I will fucking wait. Okay, I've already done my business and all that, but like, I will wait till there's nobody there so I can come out. I'm not about to do the walk of shame after I took a shit in a public restroom. That restroom has to clear out before I can come out. Unless it's really, really busy and nobody cares because they really got to pee. Then I'll go out. I always carry spray and everything, but like sometimes it's just like, I was already in there for too long because like, you know what I mean? Like I was already in there for like more than a pee minute. So it's like, they know what I'm doing. That's what she was doing. No, I would have said, yeah, that's what she's doing. No, but you could hear her pushing. Like she wasn't done. Yeah. Courtesy flush is where it's at. I don't care. What if you get exposed to diarrhea and you can't wait? Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. We all been there. We all been there, you feel me? I can't. Share the Yordies video. Okay. A bestie sent me a Yordies video. I got scared. I ain't even gonna lie, bestie. I watched like, I was like this. Alright. So we're gonna go through the ones that are from I have some long ones and I have some short ones. Bestie, my stomach hurts with everything, so I go to out in any restroom. When you finish using the stall, someone walks into the same one and there's more stalls in the bathroom. Like, what? I do courtesy flushes, though. It's 112 here in Mexico. Girl, I believe it. Oof. And let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint a picture for you before we get into the Mexico stories. There's nothing worse in this life. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. There's nothing worse in this life, okay, than taking a shit in Mexico on a hot day. Let me put the scene. Or how do you say that? Let me set the scene for you. You're sweating. It's hot. You just had birria or menudo or whatever you want to. It was a hot meal on a hot day. Hot meal on a hot day. You gotta take a shit. You go to the stall. Okay? Your ass cheeks are sweaty. They're sticking to the toilet seat because you're sweating and it's hot. It's one of those stalls where it's all closed up. Okay? It's all closed up. You're not really getting air. It's closed from the bottom. There's like a little bit at the bottom where, like, you know what I mean? You're good. And then the top. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's flies. There's literally flies. You're swatting away flies. You're sweating. You got chorro. Oh my God, y'all. It's the fucking worst. It is the worst feeling ever. You have the fucking bubble gust. Se te está torciendo las pinches tripas. Yeah, you can't pull your pants down because your pants are stuck to your legs. Oh my God, it's the worst. It's the worst. Having a fucking fly on your forehead while you're trying to take a shit. I'm punching the next person I see. The way, and I get why sometimes Mexicans have anger issues. I get it. Who wouldn't be upset about that? And they only give you 3 little squares of paper. That's not enough. And I know they're saying make it enough. It's not. It'll never be enough. Yeah. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I'm scared. The fly on the floor is the worst. Yeah, then you got kids knocking on the door. Me and Max go using the toilet with the fly. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're hungover and you got the alcohol sweats. You're done. You're done. Take a shower after that. Because I know that was bad. Anybody in Mexico right now? La bendición. La bendición. Because that's just not, it's not cute. No, bestie, because mine was going to the bathroom outside at dark. 2P was the worst for me. Wait. Why were all the... Okay. I would cry and tell my mom porque está el baño aparte de la casa. Going to eat without a goblet sucks. As soon as you finish eating your meal, my son... That's me, Brenda. That's me. Why do some people pay for toilet paper in Mexico? Because that's it. That's all. And the hair sticking to your neck. La doña pujando next to you with them big shoes in your stall. Dicen que te bañas y sudas. Dead ass. Dead ass. In Mexico, I don't know. There's no such. There's public restrooms, but you have to pay. You have to pay to use a restroom, and you have to pay for toilet paper. Dead ass. When we used to go to Guanajuato, my mom would just take a roll of toilet paper with her, or baby wipes, or if she forgot it, she would literally tell the señora how much for the whole fucking roll. Just sell me your roll of toilet paper. Yeah. Either you pay for it or you don't wipe. Yeah, that's it. If you're going to pee, you might be fine, honestly. Okay, just do the squat, shake it off. If you're peeing only. You gotta take a shit, you're done. My aunt would tell us to stuff our bras with toilet paper. My mom always had a big ass bag, and that's what she would put it in. Fact, you have to shower before it's hot, or else you get out of the shower and you're sweating even more. To this day, I do it. Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like, honestly, my times in Mexico have been at least 50% of me taking a shower in Mexico. Every fucking time it's taking a shower. It's just too hot. And they're shook. Like, in Veracruz, they're shook at how much, like, I fucking shower because they're just like, it's cold for us. Babe, this is not cold. This is okay-ish. Obviously, I'm from Texas, so yeah, I know what heat is. This is okay-ish, but I'm still sweating. So I don't know how you're cold. I don't know what cold is to y'all, but it's not there for me. So half of my fucking time is waking up early to take a shower. Okay, not only that, my hair gets oily. I don't know what the fuck is in the Veracruz air. Here, I can last 2 days without washing my hair. Over there, it has to be every day I gotta wash my hair because I don't know what makes my skin oily and my hair oily. Okay? If anybody told you Mexico air is good, y que no sé qué, bitch, they lied. They fucking lied. Because the first year I went to Veracruz, yeah, the whole air situation did me good. After that, I don't know if my body got used to it, or they said, bitch, you're not brand new no more. I got oily. Oily face, oily hair, oily ass. So that was me. That was me every motherfucking day, waking up before everybody else so I can get that hot ass fucking water, take a shower, and then at night doing the same thing. Oh no, tornado warning. I scared. Do we have it? I don't know. No, no, that's true too. Cynthia, te empolvas. Like, por más que uno quiere, you get dirt everywhere. You go on lashes to Mexico, you getting dirt in your lashes. That's just what it is. All right, let's get into these. My hub and I visited his grandparents in Mexico, and we did el delicioso on his grandma's bed. Who hasn't? Just kidding. I said Coach the other day, and the people were like, nothing is for you. I don't like girl, I live in Washington. Can the girls from out... She said, oh, y'all want to talk about Mexico? Let's talk about Mexico. Bessie said, can the girls from out there, Mexico, be any more descaradas? My man's cuñada be hitting him up, shaking my head. Yeah. We know that. We been know this. It's not just Mexico, okay? Because I heard a thing or two. And don't even come at me respectfully, okay? I want to say, I heard this. Don't quote me, bitch. Do not quote me. Don't quote me. But I heard that them Colombian bitches, Colombian, Honduran, and Puerto Rican bitches, don't let your man go over there. Don't let your man go over there because them bitches are crazy. And they're very straightforward with what they want. Stay safe, besties. We're just gonna skip over Abuelita's bed. They had to do what they had to do. And yeah, we're gonna move on because who hasn't? If you haven't done el delicioso en cama ajena, what are you even doing? What are you even doing? Bestie, my dad's cousin was trying to hit me up. He lives in Mexico. That's your uncle. He nasty. Listening to y'all stories makes me feel grateful. My husband's family has a 3-story house. Never had any of these issues. Betty, you didn't have to come shit on us like that. Okay. Okay, presumida. Just kidding. Today's not a humbling day. We need support, besties. We need support. For real, my cousin got blackmailed by her husband's ex. What? Hold up. Back it up, Terry. What do you mean? My cousin got blackmailed by her husband's ex. What is she blackmailing her about? Not me being from Honduras. Literally, show up. I did it on my mom's bed before. She really came for our neck. She didn't have to do that. She said not 1, not 2, 3 stories. She said, get y'all shit together. What do you mean the ex blackmailed her? Why? How? Elaborate, bestie. Cosas que nos mantienen humilde. Well, wait for that, bestie. Okay. I was dying for a corn, bestie. Too bad I got bad chorro in a hot-ass restroom. Literally what we were... Our biggest fear. Only in Mexico will they cut the water off on the hottest day. No story needed. The best, she said, only in Mexico would there be no AC in the restroom. That's sick. It is sick. It's demented. She said, y'all are broken 3 stories. Bestie, for some reason, I get constipated every damn time. Pray for me in July. Bestie, I have a story, but it's not a Mexico one. I sent it to you when you did the... Okay, I'll look for it. Going back to our roots, I see. I found you when your chorro video blew up. Stop it. When I said it could be chorro, it didn't have to all be chorro, okay? Ugh. She said, Betty hit us up when the main family member dudes and they fighting for that house. That's also true, bestie. Be careful, Betty. IDK, but she just started threatening her after they got married and made fake accounts with his name and pictures and started flirting with women she was close to, like her friends. What the fuck? That's crazy. Bro, people should never laugh. My mom took a fat shit because she had to go, so she went on a pile of rocks and wiped her ass with one. Stop. Let's be real for a second. Don't come in here with this bullshit, okay? Let me read that again. My mom took a fat shit because she had to go, so she went on a pile of rocks and wiped her ass with one. No, because I believe it. I believe it for sure. You get a flat rock, I'm pretty sure a flat ass rock that's not too thick, I think it'll get the job done. If you really think about it. Me dio chorro en el aeropuerto y la línea estaba larga. My mom is from Guadalajara, and at the old cemetery, there used to appear a horse carriage. Bestie, can we talk about the people who keep asking a card reader to read influence? Besties, that's scary. I'm not even playing with y'all anymore. We kind of talked about it on Las Besties live about the card reader, and here's the thing with that, okay? This is my only problem with it. I'm just gonna talk about it real quick and then we're gonna move on. My only problem with it is that it hasn't been done to me. If it would ever be done with me, I have to deal with it, right? But so I saw that they're coming after Jenny 69 and a bunch of, and I know that Les and Alex and all that stuff. The thing here is that the whole Jenny 69 thing is, if it was me, okay, realistically, if it was me and hey Connie, bro, it's not notifying me. What the hell? If it was me and I had gone through something traumatic, right? Because I feel like I'm pretty much an open book with y'all, and it's all out there. But I feel like if I went through something very traumatic, like a miscarriage, or somebody in my family was going through something really bad, or like something like that, and I'm gone, I just disappear for a little bit, or you know what I mean, I let you guys know, hey, I'm okay, I'm recovering from something, something that happened to me. Let's just say it was a miscarriage, right? God forbid. Let's just say I was going through a miscarriage. This is hypothetical. Okay, it's not, I'm not going through this right now. But if in a reality or whatever, I was going through that, or I was in a DV situation or whatever the case may be, something like that, and I was hospitalized, I don't know how I would feel personally if somebody on TikTok is reading my cards. Well, I didn't ask them to, and now they're putting my business out there. You know what I mean? Whether it be true or not true. But it's like Jenny 69 has a really big following. She's a pretty big influencer. So it's like you're putting this in people's heads. You know what I mean? Like, could it be true? Maybe. Could it not be true? Maybe. But her putting it out there that it has something to do with DV and it has something to do with her losing a child, it's like, bro, maybe she didn't want that out there. Like, honestly, it's I get that what you're doing, I respect it, cool. You have the ability to read people's cards and say it how it is, that's cool. But these are random people on the internet who have nothing else to fucking do with their lives, and they're asking you to do this. And it's like, at the end of the day, when does it become about the person? Because really, you're listening to randos, and it affects them, you know what I mean? That, I don't know, I don't see, it's the entitlement for me. Like, why do you feel entitled to just publicly come out here and read somebody's cards who one, doesn't know you, and two, probably doesn't want them read? That's my only thing. The rest, yeah, I've seen some of the videos, and I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Hasta uno, como que you're like, damn, could it be that? Is it really, do you think that that's true? You know what I mean? Or like, but then with the whole Jenny 69 thing, I was like, you know what? It is kind of crossing a line, because it's like, maybe it was something really personal for her, and now it's being put out there. And the thing is, it's open for doubt. You don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know the facts about what really happened with her, if she really did go through that or not. But either way, it's her business. And people have said this before. Like, I just feel like sometimes people feel entitled to your life. Like, I show you guys what I can, but you know, obviously some things are personal. I'm not gonna fucking go live when me and Jacobo are having an argument entre pareja. I'm not gonna go live, or I'm not gonna post a video. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff where it's like we gotta keep some stuff fucking private, and it's just for us. And then there's some stuff where it's like, oh, you know what I mean? I didn't want that out there, or like, you know, and especially when it's not your story, or it's not like, it's not you. So that's all I gotta say on that. With the I wasn't really getting into me. I was like, oh damn, that's crazy that, she put into, like, some of it's true, some of it's not. You know, yeah, the curiosity gets the best of you, but then you have to realize that these are real people, and they have feelings too. They're human, and it sucks. It sucks. So, did you watch her interview? She said it was only a health issue, not DV or baby issue. Yeah, and you know what I mean? But then you have another person saying it's too much. I think it's too much. Just like when Carlos brought it up, she keeps saying it had to do with someone driving under the influence, and people kept tagging the family. Not cool. It's just I don't know. It just becomes too much. But you know, mis respetos for what ability she has or what she can and can't do. But I feel like sometimes there's a line, and also it's kind of unprovoked. I feel like, you know what I mean. You can't just personally, you can't just read somebody's cards and then, you know, get offended or upset when they are mad about it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they didn't ask you to. They personally didn't ask. It's just being out there. So I don't know how I would feel if it was me. And you know, you're putting stuff into my supporters or people who follow me in their heads of like what possibly could be happening or what possibly could not. So I don't know. It's a touchy subject. All right. When I was 8, my mom took me to Guerrero and we went to a family's rancho. They had chickens. I witnessed some of my primos drown them. What? I witnessed some of my primos drown them in the thing they kept the water in. Bestie. Cosa sadness. What is happening? Uno nunca sabe la verdad. Influencers only show us what they want us to see. I think that's true. Why is my screen purple? I don't know. She's talking about the pila. Only messages they have stairs with no rails. Oh, hell yeah. Not the tinaco being used to murder chickens. Did you? Los tanques, yeah. Or like the whales too, no? Very straightforward. My mom told me that back in Honduras, her brother got drunk and at the end of the day, they are human like us. También pasan por cosas que no quieren que se sepa. I mean, just imagine, right? Let's just imagine that like somebody was essayed in their childhood, or it was a close relative or something like that. They don't want it out there because they're embarrassed or they're ashamed or they're a victim and they don't want it out there, right? And then you get your cards right, and like, you know, now everybody or somebody puts it out there like, oh, you know, she was essayed by her uncle, or she was essayed by her dad, or this happened to her when she was like, it's like, I didn't want, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that out there, and now it's out there, and now it's, you know what I mean? It's just, I think it's becoming a little too much. I feel like in the beginning, yeah, it's for shits and giggles, okay, cool, but now it's becoming a little bit too much for some people, and I get that, but I don't know, that sucks. But cada quien. Anyone else never been to Mexico? Bestie. I didn't like that Jenny didn't spill in the interview, but I respect her privacy. Did you hear about the guy in Mexico who threw a street dog in boiling? What? Dude, people are fucking crazy. She didn't spill the... I mean, cada quien, I guess. I came back when I was little. I haven't been back. If you've never been to Mexico, we're gonna give you a little idea of what it potentially is like. All right, we got one. All right, bestie. Yeah, I heard that now que ya no pueden hacer palenques en Ciudad de Mexico because of that. Damn. All right, bestie. I'm in Mexico right now. My feet got swollen because my dumbass wasn't drinking enough water, and we travel around by bus and walking only when we hear. So they blew up. So I got time. Here goes my story. Wholesome story because I know they're gonna be like 7 children ones. She knows. She knows. All right, so we came to Mexico when I was younger during holiday time. So we were here for Dia de los Tres Reyes. When we woke up, we put our shoes out, but to be honest, our parents were not rich, so all the extra income we had were literally spent on the plane tickets. Mind you, my dad didn't even come because we didn't have enough to come and have him miss work. So we came, but of course, no gifts for us this year. But my great grandpa came to wake us up early in the morning, and he was carrying a huge bag full of galletas, bombones, y dulces, and he told us he was walking to the store and he bumped into the fourth Rey Mago, and he gave them those for us. And girl, we were so happy. I felt like we were the richest family in the world. And of course, my dumbass for years will be talking about los cuatro Rey Magos fighting for my life, defending myself about how there was 4, not 3, because my grandpa said so. Oh, that's so sweet, bestie. I love that for you. Me about to cry. That's so wholesome. God bless him. That is so cute. Bye. I know. How sweet. That makes me miss my grandpa low-key. That was really, really nice. Shout out to Grandpa for making it happen. Yeah, shout out to him. How cute. We get some good ones every now and then. That was a nice one to hear. I like that. Crying in Grandpa issues. I didn't know there was such a thing. But apparently, yeah, there is. For sure is. Grandpas are the sweetest. There would have been a nice story to end off the live. I know, but we going in. You already know. All right. Once upon a time, I was in Mexico. We decided to take a road trip out to Guanajuato to visit some family. It was an 8-hour trip since we were coming from Morelos. It was our last day in Guanajuato. We had some barbacoa de chivo. Yuck. Didn't think much of it. It was so delicious. Anyways, by the next morning before leaving, I started getting retorcijones, cramps, but bad. I was stuck in the restroom for a bit. I would come out and I would have to go back in. I went to those small clinics. They prescribed me some medication to help. I was terrified for the drive back home. Luckily, nothing happened on my way back, but I was tempted to steal one of my grandma's diapers. Anyways, that's my story. Lesson of the day, careful on what you eat before your road trip. Let me tell you something. If I was given, especially on the way back, and you got the shits, I'm putting a diaper on. I don't care. I'm putting some pads together, slapping them bitches all up on my calzones. And that's what I gotta do. If that's what I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. I'll thug it out. What can you do? All right. Brujeria story in Mexico. When my tia started dating her man, she started tripping out. I guess she would see changos in her room and spiders. She was basically going crazy. They took her to a brujo, and he said her man's ex was jealous and did a spell on her so she can go crazy and her man can leave her so that he can go back to her, the ex. Her spell was so bad that they needed a chicken in order to cure her. I guess all the bad went to the chicken and died. But she got better and ended up marrying her man, LOL, and they are still together till this day. You bitches are crazy. I'm just gonna say this. Don't be this jealous ex, okay, doing that. Because that's wild. That's wild. That chicken could have been mole. It could have been a caldo. It could have been tinga. But no. It had to be used for that. Shame on you. Shame on you. I knew it was gonna be more calling PETA, sacrificing the chicken. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's me or the chicken, babe. Yeah. Bestie, I was dating my man for 3 months at the time. We went to Tennessee on a little road trip. We went on a hike but stopped at Starbucks before. I had explosive diarrhea mid hike and shit behind a tree. I had chorro on my leg and he told me. I cried of embarrassment, laughing my ass off. Well, damn. I knew the chorro stories were going to come in. I was waiting for them. I didn't know it was going to be this many, though. You know what I mean? Wow. Bestie, this isn't a Mexico story, but it's a story de cuando llegamos de Mexico. La comida se nos hizo tan rara, especially for my mom. She couldn't get used to it. She would cry, scream, and throw up. LOL. Se quería regresar porque no quería la comida de aquí. Well, fuimos a un restaurante de subs y se comió uno y le hizo mal, laughing my ass off. She was literally standing up in the car. She couldn't sit. Se había cagado toda, laughing my ass off. Cuando llegamos, entró a la casa toda abierta y se metió al shower. Core memory. Más quería regresarse a Mexico. Also, I don't know if anyone feels this way, but ever since I came here when I was 3 years old, I always felt like I didn't belong here. No sé, bien raro. I feel like it'd be like that, bestie. I think it's really hard for especially the bebe kids that were brought here very young, you know what I mean? Not fully understanding such a cultural shock. And shock. It sucks because, you know, Dios quiera un día vas a regresar and everything's gonna feel so weird to you. But not that weird. Because I feel like, sea lo que sea, you always remember your roots and you're always gonna feel it. But at the end of the day, who cares? You know what I mean? Si te sientes rara, it is what it is. It is what it is. Don't let people tell you que no eres ni de aquí ni de allá. You're from wherever the fuck you want to be at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Fuck it. We drove from Oakland to Mexico one time and I was on my period. It was the worst. Then right before the last travel through the mountains, my stomach was killing me. So I told my dad and he was like, no te preocupes, mija. Took me to a friend's house and it literally was a hole with a toilet seat cover. I'm taking my picky boyfriend to Mexico in December, bestie. He won't make it. He is half white and Mexican, but never been to Mexico. He'll be alright. Stick to the basics. Beans, rice, and eggs. He'll survive. I may think of a per. Churro girls unite. From besties to the churros besties. I would hide and never show my face. We all have churro stories. Peter can't handle Mexico. The way I would have joined witness protection. In some Asian countries, they got squat toilets. My niece could never. Imagine. I think we all feel like the India Maria ni de aquí ni de allá. For sure. Tierra mía coffee gives me chorro. Good to know. Bestie, every time I go to Mexico, I always get traveler's diarrhea, throw up, and can't keep nothing down for a whole week. IDK what to do or what to take to prevent that. Trenches over here, bestie. Stick again. 3rd time in 2 months. It's giving. You need to start taking some probiotics. Take your vitamins, Brody. What is happening? You're down bad, and it's literally a city boy summer. Get out there. And yeah, you have not been in Las Bessie's life. We were looking for you the other day. Nowhere was Brody there. We're about to put up a missing sign. Riverwalk gives me total. If your boyfriend isn't picky, he'll be fine. I took my ex full Caucasian for a week to my grandma's house. No luxury. He loved it. Yeah, take some probiotics. Ain't no way. Wait, let me go read. This one don't make sense to me. I think there's another part of it. Hold on. Yup. I remember her. She was a slut. Just kidding. Tell me why I lost my first kiss playing Spin the Bottle. I was 14. I was so... Okay, now let's go back. I was saying I was so grossed out. I spit the whole night, and the guy told people that he kissed me to show off. I would tell people, I don't even know him. Who's that? Well played, bestie. I'm glad that you're a quick thinker. You fucking work. You're quick with it. Because I would have been like, yeah. My dumb ass would have been like, it was assault. Me agarró la fuerza. I didn't want that kiss. But he kissed me, I didn't kiss him. I wouldn't even have thought of that, of like, who's that? That's a good one. It's actually kind of scary because you was really too quick with it. It's giving you done this before. But what do I know? What do I know? Brody about to be in those Yes Mas Buscados because missing vibes. Literally. Those is this buddies after. Oh wait, desparasiéntese. Whatever. I didn't know that you had to do a little cleanse for parasites and shit. I never did that. Not once. I didn't know that was a thing. But now I know. When my husband was younger, on the day of the Caminata de la Virgen in Mexico, he had to use the restroom, and they kept telling him there was no bathrooms nearby. So he decided to start walking back home. He felt it coming already, and he just couldn't hold it any longer. And the chorro just started rolling out his... Okay, besties. I'm gonna give you y'all's flowers real quick. One thing about y'all bitches, y'all can tell a story. I need to give credit where credit is due. And some of you bitches just know how to do it. Okay, listen to this shit. He decided to start walking back home. He felt it coming out already, and he just couldn't hold it any longer. And the chorro just started rolling out his ass, down his legs and everything. He had on a brand new pair of 501s and was gonna trash them. But my sister-in-law said, hell no, we're gonna wash them. And they did. But they both almost died from the smell. I can't with y'all. But one thing about them, I don't even blame. They are going to wash it. They are going to wash it. And I'm going to tell you why. In December, when I threw up all over my Nikes, I was prepared to throw them away. I was like, I'm not worried about them. I'll buy some more. Mind you, $100 pair of shoes. Okay? I was like, fuck it. I ain't worried about it. Throw them bitches away. When I get back, I'll save up, buy some more. My sister-in-law said, no, I got you. And she washed my throw-up shoes for me. I was like, bro, thank you. Brand new, didn't smell or nothing. I was like, y'all wild. But we ain't shit. She a real one for that. Because the one thing about me, I wasn't going to wash them. Jacobo for sure wasn't going to wash them for me. So they were going to go to the trash. At that point, it would be me repeatedly throwing up on the shoes after trying to wash my own throw up. I can't do it. I know we all had chorro, but don't y'all feel like Mexico chorro is different than U.S. chorro? Oh, for sure it is. Oh, you saw that TikTok video? I didn't know either. You had to do a cleanse. I have parasites that probably have found home in my body the last 29 years. Them bitches probably they probably got a whole family going on in here. She said, not in this economy. I love that. I love that for him. When I was younger, I went to Mexico with my tía and tío y sus hijos, which are my primos, but I don't claim them now. LOL, la familia de papá always sucks. It always be your daddy's side. Excuse me. We drove from here to Mexico. I remember we spotted at a Walmart, and my prima, Lily, bought a bike, and I was like, I want one too. I had the money, so my tios let me buy it. It's a bike with no training wheels. So we get to Mexico, and you know, my prima Lily and I have brand new bikes, stunning on the... I love y'all. I love y'all. Hold on. So we get to Mexico, and you know, my prima Lily and I have brand new bikes, stunning on them hoes in Mexico. Little did anyone know that, bitch, I didn't know how to ride a bike. But there I was walking my bike around the pueblo and my grandma's house. Nomás gastando dinero a lo pendejo, laughing my ass off. I was like 6 and I'm now 23 and I still don't know how to ride a bike, but that's on my bucket list. Hold up. Pump the fucking brakes. Pump the fucking brakes. We gotta dissect this. I know damn well, bestie, you were not walking a bike in the fucking pueblo. And at your old age, at 23 years old, you still don't know how to ride a bike. Bestie. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no ham. I'm gonna need you to get on it. I'm gonna need you to get on it and upload. Send me a video of you on a bike. Dead ass. Let me screenshot this. Screenshot this. I want a video of you riding a bike by the end of the year. You have till the end of the year to send me a video of you riding a bike. It's already on here. I already said it. Because no. Because no. 23 still can't ride. Bestie really playing chess, not checkers. It's because we were spoiled for real. I do the same thing with dishes. I forget in the fridge. After I see it grew its whole little village and mold, I throw all the Tupperware away. I'm not washing that. Same, Irma. That's me. I don't care. And that's a hill I'm willing to die on. If the Tupperware is green, going in the trash. I'm not even trying to clean that. Legend says she's still walking that bike around the pueblo. Bessie's gonna send her tipped over the bike, and she's being generous. I'm 30 and don't know how to yet, pero no ando caminando una. And she said, at least I ain't walking one. No, Bessie, get on it. In all seriousness, Bessie, I listen to your lives on my ride home from getting my baby, and she chills listening to, as she should. As she should. No, I'm serious, though. I want that video by the end of the year. You have until December 20-something. You have to January 1st, actually. Once in Mexico, I was wearing leggings. Me and my sister got on a taxi. This taxi door was like broken inside, had some metal pieces sticking out. So when I got on, I felt like something pulled me from my leggings got on. When I got off, I felt the breeze of the air on my ass. My leggings had ripped from my ass while wearing a thong. So embarrassing. Bestie. I couldn't go back after that. I couldn't do it. We love a micro bestie. My daughter listens sometimes too, as they should. Getting the cheeseman early on. Guilty bestie. I be throwing away cups and plates. I've thrown away ollas. Then my husband asks why I'm always buying cosas de cocina. That's how it be. You got a few months. Get to learning. Sure do. You got 6 months, maybe 5.5. It's gonna be a new year, new you, bestie. So learn how to ride that bike. I learned to ride a bike at 8 years old and learned to drive at 23. Okay, let me tell you about my bike experience. Deadass. I was a training wheel. I was a training wheel type of bitch. Okay, listening to La Tia Julia, as she should. We love the little besties. I was a training wheel girly. You know what I mean? I have my little Barbie bike, as one does. And you know, one day, I don't know what got into me, but I came home talking shit to my dad, and I was like, hey, you with the tools, I'm gonna need you to take them little training wheels off, because I'm a big girl now. I'm not a little baby, so get to it. And he didn't want to. He's like, you're not ready. I said, you don't tell me what to do. If I say I'm ready, it's because I'm ready. I'm ready. Took him like a week. And just because I kept nagging my mom. I was like, oh, obviously he doesn't listen to me. So he'll listen to you. Get them bitches off. ASAP. Okay? ASAP. He got his little tools. Took the training wheels off. He said, go. Me didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I thought it was going to be just like training wheels. In my head, I don't even know why I did all that. I was doing too much, to be honest. I will give myself that. He said, go ahead, take it. He's like, and don't ask me to put them back on, because once they're off, they're off. I said, who are you telling? I asked for them off, babe. I didn't want them to begin with, okay? So don't lecture me. I said, you don't got to watch me. Go do what you're doing. Go mow the lawn. Go do something. Mind the business that pays you. I'm going to do me. I lived at the end, where it's like the little roundabout. That's where I lived, right? I get on my bike because I'm like, it's easy peasy. What the fuck? I see everybody else on it. Bitch. Fell. Almost broke my nose. I have a scar on my knee till this motherfucking day where me saqué sangre. I low-key needed stitches, but my mom didn't want to take me to the hospital because she was like, who the fuck told you to do this? So she butterflied some Band-Aids. She cut some Band-Aids into butterfly shape, and she basically pulled my skin together. And that was that. That was it for me. But then when I did know how to ride a bike, me and my brother were fucking shit up. We were fucking shit up. Like, we were chasing each other on bikes. Like, there was so many times we could have unalived each other. Thank goodness we still here. I wrecked my bike at 14 coming down a hill into a fence and was stuck between the fence and under the bike. I ain't never touch it again. Traumatized. What's that song? These boots are made for walking. That reminded me of my brother, the one that I spent the weekend with. That me and him grew up together, right? We're a year apart. Bitch, when I tell you his dumbass. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm not even kidding. We would chase each other, right? I think I said this. I told this on a TikTok live, I think. We would play dead meat. So basically, we would chase each other on bikes, and we would try to hit each other's tires, like bump each other's tires, basically. So like I would try to hit his back tire, and once I hit his back tire, he would go spinning and fall off his bike. And same thing with me, right? So one day we're chasing each other, right, up and down the street. He's fucking scared because I'm on his ass, and I guess he doesn't look where he's going. And you only see this shit in the movies, y'all. You only see this shit in the movies where somebody fucking flies like that. But he was looking back. He was riding his bike, looking back at me, making sure I wasn't gonna hit his back tire. He wasn't paying attention, and he fucking runs right into the neighbor's car. Our neighbor had this red junk car. Like it wasn't drivable. His bike runs into it, right? And he literally like this, just fucking literally spread eagle on the hood of this red car. It looked like just in the movies, and I was fucking dead. I was like, oh my god. I was like, you fuck, and like I had to peel him off of the car and pick up his bike, and then he just went limping. He was crying, and then it was like, I know I'm gonna get in trouble. If you're an older sibling, you know how it is, where it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up and stop crying. Because you crying, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So stop, babe, please. And so there I am. I was literally rubbing his head and rubbing his back. I'm like, you're okay. Nothing happened. You're okay. He got the fucking wind knocked out of him. And there we are, just walking our bikes back. And I was like, you better start crying before we go inside. I was like, you're fine. Mind you, he could have had some internal bleeding. But obviously not, because he's okay. But yeah, cosas que like, alright, damn, bro. We were them silver teeth kids for sure. Because ain't no fucking way that's normal. Y'all, wild. I was hella cautious kid. My sister opened her head by running into a tree with her bike. Traumatized me more than her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So many things could have happened to us. It's wild. When I was 6, I was riding on the front bars of my cousin's bike. I fell off and his foot ran over my legs. My brother tried to jump over the hole that covers the water and flipped over his handlebars. I have so many stories. I have 2 younger brothers and we were so ruthless. Did anybody else own the purple Bratz doll lowrider bike? Oh, stunting on us again. I was a Barbie girl. Don't come in here with y'all. Don't come in here shitting on us, besties. Please. Enough is enough. I got ran over by a bike at age 4. I just laid there. So I made it my business to learn how to ride one. I was never going to get ran over again. I was going to do the running over. I love a good villain story. Have you seen the bestie on the treadmill go so fast that it takes her and her pants down? You can see her thong. That's embarrassing. Did anyone own a Dear Diary? Oh, for sure. All my diaries were confiscated because I was always talking shit. Anyone else had healings? I broke my wrist going downhill. Ikaiman, stop. There was one I didn't read. Hold on. Bestie, first time I started using a bike, no training wheels, I ran over my 3-year-old brother. Me dieron una ratiza con una cuarta. It was so bad. Even my granny was crying with me. No, because you can't get your younger siblings hurt. I have my cousin's abandoned naked bald cabbage patch. My sister dropped a glass on my head and I had to get stitches on 3 places on my head. To this day, it splits my hair and it makes it look like I haven't washed my hair in 4 days. Stop it. I'm so sorry, bestie. I taught my sister to ride a scooter and she broke her tooth for teeth going over her speed bump. Gosh. We're horrible. Literally, if you stop crying, let you hit me. I had my mind seen dolls. Okay, per. I got a bike and didn't know how to ride it. I would let my brother use it if they have if they gave me rights. My parents couldn't buy me one. We was poor. Bestie, same. Like in the beginning, low-key, same. Una vez estábamos jugando Ring Around the Rosie y dejé ir a mi hermano, se rajó la cabeza near his temple y otra vez me dieron una ratiza. Nah, that shit's wild. I never had, oh no, I never had Heelys. Scooters though, the worst pain ever is hitting your fucking ankle with the scooter, bitch. You can't recover from that. That's traumatizing. It's life-threatening. The amount of times I had bruised up ankles. The bolita was always bruised up. Wild. And did it stop me from being on a scooter? No. I have a treadmill story too. We're at my aunt's house and she had one in the entrada of her house and I was on it and my brother fucking sped that shit up on me and I went fucking flying. Oh my god. Cosas que me mantienen humilde. And I literally could not, like, I ate shit. I ate shit so bad, but my mom was, like, was pissed. So I just had to I thugged it out so bad. I thugged it out, and I was like, got up. I was like, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was fine. How do we not tear our heels? The no sé cómo se llama, the Greek guy. Can we talk about how careless our parents were, though? Like, si te hacías algo, o si te pasa algo, aguántate. And the amount of times I just cried and had to thug it out. No, my brother, this is how scared we were of my mom, bro. My brother, deadass, he stepped on a nail. And he had a nail on the bottom of his foot. And he thugged that shit out for like a day. It could have got infected. It could have got so bad. But just because he didn't want to tell my mom and dad that he had stepped on a nail. And I think I even tried pulling it out and I couldn't get it out. So we had to tell my dad. And he had to get pliers and he had to pull it out. I think they ended up taking him to the hospital. But because he was so scared of like la chinga, se aguantó. And I'm like, dude, wild. Oh, me, I was like, what Greek guy? I stepped on a nail too. Yeah. It's giving trenches. It's giving... That was me on my uncle's gym equipment. I literally almost broke a rib por another metiche. Me too, best. I used to get nails in my foot because my dad was so careless. He would leave the buckets and nails down. That was my dad too. And it didn't help that we grew up barefoot. We were barefoot kids. We were always outside just barefoot, which is not good. You know what I mean? Or as a kid, maybe not. Maybe as an adult, do what you want. But as a kid, really shouldn't be doing that. PTSD. Okay, so my husband is from San Juan. Oh, she said the whole thing. She said, fuck it. Same, my brother lost his front tooth and hid it from my mom 2 days. But it was a beautiful childhood kid. Nowadays, be stuck to TVs and iPads. That's also true. We were them outdoorsy kids. Thank goodness. My brother fell off a tree once and scratched his arm up. We went inside. My mom whacked him por pendejo. If you never had to get a tetanus shot, you didn't live. Jesus. All right. So my husband is from San Juan Copala, Oaxaca, and he is indigenous. He speaks Triqui, but he always tells me that over there, the kids do not wear Pampers. They always let them be free. Also, the adults just poop wherever, and the dogs be eating the poop. He said dogs are for outdoors, not pets. So disgusting. God. She said, I'm going to let y'all know where not to go. Bestie, you gotta do him like that. Uncalled for. Just kidding. Hey, some people just free, man. What can you do? You know what I mean? But y'all pooping outside. Cuando me dolía la cabeza, aguanté dolores, oídos, dolores de pierna, todo. My brother is a his shoulder, and we drove around hours before they took him to the hospital. I got stuck on a tree upside down. I was wearing my mom's wedding band, and I lost them too. I wasn't an iPad kid, and I still wasn't outside too hot. Why does that not surprise me, Connie? Just kidding. One time, the pig ran around in my grandma's house. I got so scared, I got on top of the bed. Pigs are scary, though. When you're little, pigs are fucking scary. Not claiming that part of Oaxaca. Okay. Hi, bestie. So let me tell you about my experience with what they call La Llorona. We know that bitch. La Lloris for short. I was staying at my grandma's house in Guanajuato, and she lives by a river. I remember it was late as fuck, and everybody and they mamas was at the festival they do every year in the pueblo. My dad and grandma were in the back house, and my brother and cousin in the front house. Well, I was outside on the phone with my mom talking shit about my grandma and my tias. All meanwhile, this lady out of nowhere comes up to me and tells me to be careful. Shit, my dumbass didn't even think nothing about it and kept talking to my mom over the phone. Well, all of a sudden, I hear dogs barking everywhere. I swear I felt like I was passed out and woke up and saw dogs surrounding me and barking. And still on the phone with my mom, I asked her if she heard the dogs and she said yes. Then I got this negative feeling that made me sick to my stomach. I told my mom that I wasn't getting a good feeling about this and she stayed quiet. Next thing you know, I felt my body heavy. I started crying over the phone and told my mom what was happening, and the phone call was lost. I remember running but felt like I wasn't moving fast enough. I was shouting out for my dad, but my voice wasn't coming out. I tried my best to run into the house, and when I did get inside, it started pouring rain. It felt like something out of a goddamn movie. I couldn't help but cry uncontrollably. My dad told me it was La Llorona passing by, and I happened to be the only one outside, so the bitch... So the bitch decided to attack me, laughing my ass off. Anyways, I told my dad that my mom is worried to call her back because she doesn't know what happened to me. And bitch, when my dad got a hold of her, my mom said that when she had heard the dogs barking, she also was feeling that heavy weight in her body and couldn't get a word out. She was going through the same thing as me. I don't get how that can happen. Like, she was in the US while I was in Mexico. Crazy, right? You already said fuck around and find out. Yori's bestie, not to be on, I'm not even defending Yori's right now. But she kind of told you, babe. You were too busy talking shit. You were too busy in the cheesing, but she was like, be careful. Like, you almost can't even blame her. You know what I mean? Because she was like, girl, get inside. And you were like, nah, I'm talking shit. That, it low-key felt personal, too. On a level, it kind of felt personal. Like, she's like, oh, you want to talk shit? Tell your mom this. And while you're at it, she about to feel it too. Yeah. That was personal, babe. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not trying to instigate shit between you and Yoris. But, yeah, she said, watch this real quick. Yori said, hold my beer. Let me show them something. In all seriousness, though, I'm glad you're okay. Because, damn, Yordis is a fucking menace to society, low-key. No, Yordis is just like, she's a fucking menace. Yordi said, I'm going to give you some of this. Bestie, have a funny story. I went to Jalisco last year with my husband. We were there to buy a terreno and since we were only going to be there 1 week, my brother-in-law told us to stay with his family at his house. Well, I got very bad bubble guts in the middle of the night. I went to the restroom fast. Well, I did not notice that a window was open, so I guess those big-ass roaches, the ones that fly, got in the restroom. Well, they were all over the door and the handle. I was held hostage by roaches for a good 15 to 20 minutes. I did not know how to open the door without making them run or fly. And I couldn't yell for my husband because I did not want to wake everyone up. And because I'm sure they would laugh at me. P.S. I did not have shoes on, so I'm sure I stepped on one. My biggest fear. Mexican flying roaches. I don't fuck with y'all, bitch. I don't fuck with y'all. And, I'd rather fucking fly on my forehead. I'd rather take a shit on the hottest day of the year than to deal with them. So, I'm sorry you went through that, bestie. You deserve compensation. Like, those roaches should pay for your therapy. Yeah. And at that point, I'm yelling. I'm screaming bloody murder. Somebody needs to come rescue me. And honestly, at that point, that's when you get your shirt and you just cover your face and you run out. Because I'll be damned if a roach were to fucking hold me hostage in my own restroom like that. Mm-mm. I'm doing this. I'm pulling up my fucking shirt and I'm walking out. It is what it is. That happened to me. They were everywhere. I was having a panic attack. Yeah, I'd wake up everybody. I wouldn't care. Sorry. Since you're already on the shit topic, one time when I went to Mexico as a teenager, I stayed at my grandma and grandpa's house. And since we Mexican, there was other people thanks for the context. And since we're Mexican, there was other people living there too. And one of them was an uncle with his wife and their daughter. So we all had to share a bathroom. Well, one time that one aunt went to shower and took her daughter with her, and my younger uncle was waiting for that aunt to get out because he wanted to shower to go see his bitches. Tell me why, when she gets out of the bathroom, I see his foot embarrado de mierda. My grandma yelled out and said, ¿Qué tienes en el pie? The moment he saw his foot, I swear he wanted to vomit and ran real quick back to the shower. But then he noticed the shit was on the shower floor. I guess the little girl also showered with her mom and shit in the shower, and the mom didn't clean it up. Girl, she nasty. She nasty. How did the mom not notice? That's what I'm saying. She said, clean it up. She said, get somebody else to do it. It's not my problem. She said, figure it out. I love that for her. Wow. All right. Bessie, read the message. Okay. Sorry, Bessie. I'm at my son's therapy. When I wrote this, let me know if you have questions. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is a long one. Did I miss this one? She did it on purpose. She said, get Cinderella to it. I have two stories. The bestie with the convent, which triggered a memory for me. When my sister became pregnant, my mom kicked her out of the house. She knew they were having sex, just not pregnant yet. She ran away with her boyfriend, and when we found her 2 weeks later, my mom sent her to Mexico with my grandma. She started school there for a bit and butted heads with the English teacher because she didn't know what the fuck she was teaching. My sister would always correct her, and it pissed her off. So anywho, my mom didn't want my dad's family to know that my sister was in Mexico and talk. So she had my uncle, my grandma's brother, who was a sacerdote in a big church, send her to a convent. While there, they did a bunch of religious therapy that she refused to talk about to this day. In one of the sessions, it came out that she was pregnant, and my mom was convinced by a nun to pay for herbal to have her miscarry. Well, they lied to her. It was just hierba buena, and it did nothing. Or so I thought. Turns out one of my cousins was parientes with the teacher, and she told her that she was trying brujeria on my sister. So the hierbas were legit, but her voodoo magic made them not work so she can stay pregnant. When she found out my sister was on the way back to the States, she tried something else, and my mom crashed driving her home from the airport. My sister was laying down in the back with no seatbelt, and she was totally fine. Nada le pasó to her or the baby. We didn't find out until like 10 years later. Sorry, Bessie, I'm at my son's therapy. When I wrote this, let me know if you have questions. Also, another short story about something funny that happened to me in Mexico. I was 14 and went with my cousins to Mexico and having a blast. I was there for a month and hitting it off with one of the guys my cousins brought with them. Like, he brought me a serenata to my grandma's house, and my tío chased him out. Anyways, I was walking to the plaza to meet up with them when he passed us on a truck. Yo de pendeja started walking backwards to talk to him and didn't notice a ditch and fell. My cousin, en vez de ayudarme, left me there. I had to climb out of there and ran to my grandma's house, and ya no salí de ahí until I went home. Bessie, I'm sorry. That's so embarrassing. Cosas que nos mantienen humilde. Damn, girl. So, that teacher was a hater. Like a straight up hater. Like, she didn't like being corrected. Girl, chill. It ain't that deep. But you know what? For some people, it is. I'm glad that she's okay, though. Pobrecita. Like, imagine trying to, I don't know. You think that they would help her instead of trying to fucking wish bad on her. Like, damn. What is it? I already shit myself and I was so embarrassed and I cleaned myself up. There was also freaking out. I was also freaking out because there was concrete on my foot, so I wiped it off. And on top of that, I found the little garden my abuelita had. There has to be more to this story. Let me go back, cause ain't no way you just throwing that out there. Oh, okay, yeah, there is. That's why I dropped out. I ain't getting no food. Okay, Bessie. So the very first time I went to Mexico, I was 8 years old, and I was meeting. I peed in la tiendita. They didn't let me use their restroom. I wiped my butt one time with my socks because el chorro me quería ganar y me fui a una milpa. I knew it. I knew the chorro stories was gonna be a lot. This is a no eating live, huh? I had a horrible kindergarten teacher. I want to find her to throw hands. Hey, do what you gotta do. All right, brujeria story. My mom told me a while back that she had found out my stepmom had found an old picture of my mom and dad together. She cut it and had the picture of my mom sent to someone in Mexico for them to take it to a bruja. She was trying to have brujeria done on my mom. I'm not sure what ended up happening, but I think it was taken to a bruja and she buried the picture or something like that. Sorry, Bessie, but I don't know much about brujeria, but that's what I remember my mom telling me. I always hated the bitch and she was always jealous of my mom, even though my mom wanted nothing to do with my dad. It's on site when I see that hoe. Let us know. It's on site for sure, bestie. We got your back. Cause the fuck? I can't stand bitches like that. Bien inseguras. It's like, you gotta resort to that for what? What a hater. One time on our way to Mexico, we stopped at a gas station. I got off to get some hot coffee and tell me why I pressed too hard on the lid and I smashed the cup and the coffee went flying and it landed on the head of a bald guy. I was only 15. I was so embarrassed. Honestly, sounds like some shit I would do, bestie. I was very accident prone when it came to shit like that. Got who back? You think I'm gonna go after a bruja? Bestie, you on your own. But it's a stepmom, bestie. No, not the bruja, the stepmom. The stepmom. The stepmom's doing brujeria on her mom. The bruja in Mexico, we good. We're good. If I sign you up, Brody, you're going. What's this attitude? You're going. Get better, take your probiotics, and we ride at dawn. Cause what is this Okay, we got an Am I the Asshole one. My mom told me that one time she saw that one of her school mom friend died when she saw that on the news they interviewed my brother's friend's mom and she said that something bad was going to happen to her. A few months later, her son died. Oh, off topic, but I've been watching Black Mirror, and then I just got done on the lock story or whatever it was. I ain't gonna lie, that shit creeped me out. No, I was about to say we're not fighting no bruja without my Dreamcatcher shield. Okay, am I the asshole? Brody is booked for all next year. Deadass. I told my mom I don't want to hear it if she gets mistreated when she goes to Mexico to visit her mom and family. Backstory. My mom's family is so toxic. She is the only sibling living in the U.S. Her mom is very toxic with her sister and always putting them against each other. And for some reason, my mom always wants to go visit her even though they mistreat her. Last year, my mom battled cancer. Gracias a Dios, she is in remission. Thank goodness. But the whole time she was fighting, she would call her mom and sister and no one would answer her and they knew what she was going through. Her mom le mandó decir con una prima que she didn't want to talk to her because she would go drop her off over there since she was sick now. That was her own mom and she didn't bother to send her prayers. I can't believe some woman could be like that. Now that my mom is better, she wants to visit her and I'm pissed. I told her to go, but I don't want to hear it when you get back. I don't know why my mom feels like she has to please her mom, even all she has done to her. It's just a toxic Mexican thing, I guess. I know, bestie, but sometimes uno no aprende. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been there to where you think they're gonna change, you give them another chance, and then you're disappointed all over again. But you know, just she has to learn on her own. Unfortunately, there it comes to a time where you can't parent your parents. She's a grown woman, and if she wants to go, you just gotta let her. You gotta let her, and you just gotta just pray for her, and you know, just be there if she is upset. That's all you can do, because It's like having that best friend who's in a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? And they keep going back to the man. It's what it is what it is. All you can do is be supportive, and if you can't, that's fine too. But you just gotta you gotta kind of understand it. Just because I feel like if you don't have that relationship with your mom, you don't get it. Because I have friends who have good relations with their moms, and when I would vent or rant, go on my little fucking have my little episodes. Some of them understood and some of them didn't. So it's hard. I have a story actually here, but has somewhat of Mexico. So my friend contacted a bruja. What's up with all these brujas? We write it down for whatever a bruja. Well, I might be sick. That's my mom with her mom too. I cut my mom off. Hi, Bessie. I'm like, Brenda, where you been, girl? All right. I have a story actually here, but has somewhat of Mexico. So my friend contacted a bruja from Durango, and she was doing some shit for her to get some guy, and she would tell me she's good and etc. But I was because to find a good witch to help you just for a cleanse was hard. Well, she convinced me to get a reading, which I did, girl. This was June of 2020. And she told me a lot of haters and etc. And also told me that someone close to me will pass away, but was not about the reading. But in July, my mom got sick, and August, my mom passed in August. I just stopped with all this card reading. I got close to God and prayed him to forgive me. Bessie, be careful with the good witches. I guess be careful what they say might happen. I feel like it's hard, Bessie. That's why with stuff like that, like I haven't gone. I want to get like a good limpia, just to like a refresh yourself. But you have to be careful, because the thing with stuff like that, it very much, whether you believe it or not, I do, because I've seen it firsthand. A lot of things are exist, whether you choose to believe it or not, unless you've actually seen it. But with that comes, it can get out of hand. So you got to be careful when dealing with shit like this. And if you go to people like that, don't ask what you really don't want to know, because they will tell you. And that's me. Like I have friends who have contacts and stuff like that. But the thing is, I don't want to be told anything. I just want a good old fashioned simple limpia, and that's it. But sometimes limpias come with a price. And because they know things, they're more reluctant to tell you, like, hey, you want to know this? Because I can tell you. And curiosity gets the best of most of us. So be careful, because sometimes, sometimes you get what you ask for. And sometimes later on you don't really want it. Because I know a thing or two, because I've seen a thing or two. Like a good farmer. Wait. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, bitch. So be careful. Sponsor me. Just kidding. Okay. Sorry, I had to go back. Like Jason, I request for silent limpia like I do with my Ubers. Can we normalize that? Give me a good old limpia and send me on my way. Not a chorro or Mexico story, but since we're talking about bikes. We had this big willow type tree in my front yard when I was younger. We had a swing with rope and tabla. OSHA violation after this story. Anyway, I'm about first or second grade. I was riding a bike through the yard and somehow caught my neck on the rope. Bestie, the tabla was off. I fell off the bike because the rope pulled me off by my neck. It went through my whole face and my tooth fell out after. It was hanging by a cuerito. It was already loose, but now as an adult, that tooth has always been chueco. I'm the only one in my family with a messed up tooth like that, and that's the only explanation I can think of. I got made fun of my whole life for my tooth. Emotional damage. Anyway, another note, I was using a bike and had my sister on the bar in between the seat and the handlebar. The bike tumbled a bit and I was able to just step off, but my sister fell on the pedal and it stabbed her because the pedal was off. She had a huge cut and I was like, please don't tell mom, laughing my ass off. She has a Kylie Jenner type of scar on her thigh now. I feel bad, but my cousin broke my arm and I got a scar now too, so I guess it runs in the family. Last one. I used to spend time with my neighbors because we all had crushes on each other. I don't know why we climbed a tree and up on the roof trying to be cool, and I was too scared to come back down. I was like 13, and someone had to come help me carry me down. It was so embarrassing. I thought I'd be stuck up there. I was crying, all for trying to impress a boy. Damn is the fucking someone bestie first time sharing a story. Mood. Um, damn is the answer. Bestie, you were fighting for your fucking life. It's giving you were fighting for your life. Wow. I'm glad you're okay. The rope one kind of got me because that could have gone really bad. You could have really just. Okay. We used to go to Mexico every year when I was young. I was 14 years old when I started dating a guy. We dated every time I went down there. Been there. We stopped going for a few years because we got robbed one time on our drive down there. We went again when I was 16 years old. The guy I used to date when I would go was already dating someone else. What a bitch. So one of his cousins started talking to me, so we were dating while I was down there. I came back to the US and ended up getting married to my ex and had my first daughter. That relationship ended and I went to Mexico again. The first cousin was already married and so was the second one. And what do you know? I met another one of the cousins. We didn't have a relationship, we just talked. He lived in California and I lived in Nevada. The following year, I went to Mexico for the fiestas. I met another guy, and he's the youngest of the male cousins. And that one I ended up marrying. But let me just tell you, it's awkward at family reunions. She said, let me see my options. She said, I want to be part of this family. I just don't know where, you know what I mean? Por donde le voy a entrar? She didn't know where she was going to go in through, but she got in. Round of applause for her, besties. Round of applause. She wanted to be in that family bad, and she made it happen. Round of applause. You did it, girl. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. Some of y'all besties, everything happens to her. She was giving Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Hey, she made it. That's all that matters. She knew what she wanted. She just needed the platform. You feel me? Last year, I went to El Salvador for the first time to meet my husband's family. Ooh. One day, we went to go eat pollo campero. And the next morning, about 1 a.m., I started to get stomach cramps like I was going to chorro. My suegra had no plumbing and the bathroom was an outhouse and I was not about to go out at 1 a.m. to the backyard to use the restroom. So at around 4 a.m., I felt like I couldn't hold it anymore and I woke my husband up to walk me to the outhouse. It was still dark outside and halfway to the bathroom, I tripped on a rock and fell and my suegra was by the pila and saw and I started laughing. Shockingly, I didn't shit myself. I made my husband go into the outhouse with me to hold the flashlight and to keep a lookout for bugs. I started pooping and my husband standing next to me says, "Didn't you come out to poop?" And I started cracking up and said, "I am pooping." That night, I got to a new level of comfort with my husband. That's a sweet story. Not Pollo Campero giving bestie chorris. Literally. That's a sweet story, though, because you're right. That's like a new level of, like, intimacy. Yeah. Made it not go to my brother's tooth and cut his lip. She was getting torrents one way or another. She said she wanted to be part of the family tree. As she should. My parents left me and my cousins in the back of a pickup truck while they went to the tiendita. Pues, it was hot as fuck y nos empezamos a dar madrazos for no reason. We were like 8, todos mocosos y sudados. Until we got tired, we called truce. No one won that fight. When our parents left the store, we acted like nothing happened. Bestie. Y'all got good men, because I could never. I'd be like, damn, skunka. Hell. Let me tell you something. Broster. Can I shit in front of Jacobo? I'm putting business out there. I don't want y'all besties to feel alone. Yes, I can. And I will do it. Again, if I have to. Yes, I can. Yes, I have. Yes, I will. We're at that level. This year, we're going to be married 11 years, babe. So, yeah. I can go into the restaurant while he's shitting. Nothing happens. It's going to smell. I'm dying. But I can go in there if I got to grab something. Okay? Same thing with him. I literally, this is what I can't stand about our intimacy. I already told him to quit his fucking shit. I'll be showering, and for whatever reason, when I'm showering, he has to take a shit. And he be going up in there. And I tell him, this is my rule, okay? This is my rule. Brody, you just haven't found the right skonka. This is my rule. I like, if you really have to shit when I'm taking a shower, every time you push, flush. So he's in there flushing and flushing and flushing. I'm not about to smell that. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, ham. No. But that's what we're on. Actually, Brody, get on our level. Get on our level. Just kidding. It's honestly, it's not it. Not even gonna lie. Eat his boxing, bestie. I ain't doing that. You know what? Get out. Escort yourself out. Connie, or Ariana, one of y'all in here, escort Brody out real quick. Escort him out of the club. He can come back later. There's one thing of smelling and one thing of tasting. And you know damn well. Yeah, with the steam from the shower and the poop smell. Exactly. No, and then I feel like I'm not even showering good. I'm telling you, it's happened a couple times. I'm like, I literally take longer because I feel like I have to re-scrub. Ain't no way. Ain't no way little poop particles aren't getting up in this shower. I'm not doing it. Yeah, Brody's been escorted out the building. Wait, I forgot where I left off, but actually, wait, what is this? What is this? Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot where I left off, but I actually didn't have chorro, but I just needed to use the bathroom real bad. So anyways, I asked my abuelita in my broken ass Spanish where the bathroom was. And she pointed to where it was, but I don't know why nobody told me, but there was a bucket of concrete in the bathroom and my dumbass stepped on it. I couldn't get my foot out because I was just too focused on trying to use the bathroom. So I was on the toilet with my foot in concrete, and when I was done with my business, I got my foot out and tried to clean it in the tub, but turns out there was no water. So I had to jump out of the bathroom with one foot, and all I remember is the disappointed face my abuelita had. What in the hell is going on? Make it make sense right now. Taking a shit should never be that bad. It should never be that traumatizing. Mexico story. A few years ago, my uncle from LA had his wedding in Mexico, so I flew out to his wedding and linked up with all my cousins from LA. One of my cousins took a few of his friends. One of his homies right out the back, you could even tell was interested in me and even ended up getting my number. The night of the wedding, we all got drunk. After the wedding was over, like at 2 a.m., my cousin and one of his other homies still wanted to party, so I tagged along. We ended up going to a strip club, and well, if you know, you know that Mexico strip clubs are wild. Long story short, I ended up making out with my cousin's homie, not the one who got my number, and we almost ended up clapping cheeks, but I held back. A few months later, when I went to LA to visit my fam, I ran into that friend and it turns out he had a girlfriend this whole time and his girlfriend was actually pregnant. I felt so bad, but even after I found out, he still wanted to hook up with me again, but I didn't. Thank you for staying strong, bestie. She's a girl's girl and I love that. Damn. We got a long one. I'm scared. One time my dad put that red idol on his back and came in screaming La Chupacabra. I was crying, saying, take me back to the U.S. What the fuck? She was homie hopping? Stop it. Leave the bestie alone. Okay. My husband changes his actitud, flipping everything on me. Wait, hold on. Where is this coming from? Okay. My husband changed his attitude, flipping everything on me. It's all my fault. One of the times we were mad. Oh, bestie. It's a bestie in Spanglish. Me la voy a aventar. You Spanglish bitches always get me. I can't be switching from back and forth, but I'm going to try. Yo lo corrí de la casa because he was just making un escándalo and called me a bitch. He left to his mom's house, but the next day we ended up talking and he came back home. I was still not happy with him, but anyways, I got home from work and was getting ready to take a shower. De puro milagro, he left his cell en el baño. Me ganó las ganas and found some messages de su mamá. Como yo lo había ocurrido the night before, pues andaba enojada. The messages said things like, pues si tú pagaste la mitad de renta, no te puede correr, ya voy por ti, sal ya, and some were deleted, but the one that got me was the message que le mandó el día que regresó. Decía, him, ma, no me esperes, voy a quedar aquí hoy, la suegra querida. Ay, ¿a poco sí te va a dejar entrar la señora, la suegra? Pues tú ignórala para que vea que te vale madres. The next day, I talked to my best friend about it, and she advised me to talk to him about it because I have a habit of holding things in and exploding. And then he would be like, well, you should have talked to me about it before. So that evening, I got home from work and we talked. And I told him that I didn't want him saying anything about me or my kids to his mom. I didn't want her knowing anything about me or about our relationship. He agreed after we went back and forth. I said, okay, the next time I find out that she's talking shit or knowing anything about me, it's over. Well, fast forward to 5 days after we had that talk and his mom is calling me, but I don't answer her. So I told him, hey, your mom is calling me. I don't know what she wants. She might be looking for you. Call her. Well, we have a phone plan together and she just wanted to know. So I turned around. I told him, that's the kind of respect that I want from you. I want to have my place, but when your mom is talking shit about me, you don't give me my lugar. Anyways, we're good again, but I know it's not going to last, so I guess what I'm asking is any advice for a mama's boy or just a mother-in-law that doesn't mind her business and keeps getting in your relationship. Bestie, you could have asked that from the beginning. You could have asked that from the beginning. I would have told you, okay? Not the 50-50 relationship. We've heard enough. To me, no in between. Either Bestie can't read or we can't write. IDK, though. The disrespect is enough today. I've been stunned. I'm too stunned to speak. The disrespect is at an all-time high today. I'm letting y'all know right now. If I don't come back, y'all know why. Just kidding. Mama's boys suck. No lie, bestie. It's hard being with a mama's boy. But the only thing you can do is fuck it out of here. You know what I mean? I'm talking about skip it over. Damn, I can't give Bessie any advice. Y'all know how I feel about my suegra. Hold on. Chill real quick. You have to, if it was me personally, I'm doing the gawk. Hey, Esme, welcome to Las Bessies. I'm doing the gawk. I'm doing the ninja. I'm clapping, like I'm letting myself be clapped. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, you gotta do what his mom can't do. Okay? You gotta do what his mom can't do. And every time you want something, you give up the goods so it'll stop. Oh, my mom wants to come over. Oh, yeah? Babe, tie your hair up. Put your hair in a fucking chongo and go to town. And then be like, I don't want her to come, babe. I guarantee you he calling her talking about y'all leaving. Y'all not home. His mama could if she wanted. That's giving Targaryen. And actually, that's not even getting that's giving Lannisters. We don't do that. It ain't gonna work, bestie. That's the only, if you really love your man and you want to be, that's the only advice I can give you, is that. Or straight up duke it out with the suegra. You know what I mean? Bop, stay out my business. You're my business, bop. But that's just me. You know what I mean? But my suegra's nice. And she's older. Even if she was mean to me, I can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? Just ignore. So it's up to you. It's up to you and how you want to handle that. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I just lost. Oh. When my soda wanted to break my man and I up, my soda would say, tú le vas a dar lo que ella le da. Boom, roasted. We got one of the compadres up in here. He said, my wife told me to submit my chorro story. I have like 50, but I'll just tell one. This was in Texas. I remembered her spoiled ass wanted Sonic Ice. So we go super late and the Sonic is packed. We went to the drive-thru and ordered her ice. As I was waiting, I started feeling goosebumps and bubble guts. I tell her, oh fuck, I'm getting chorro. And we both know how I get when I get chorro. I get impatient and drive like a damn maniac. So as soon as I feel the bag in my hand, I peeled out of the Sonic and I'm rushing back to our house. I throw her the bag and I'm gripping the steering wheel and clenching. As soon as I feel the bag in my hand, I peeled out of the Sonic. I'm rushing back to our house. I throw her the bag and I'm gripping the steering wheel and clenching my butthole so hard. I wasn't even sitting on the driver's seat. I was floating and sweating like crazy. We get home like 7 minutes later and there's no time for me to be all cute and help her out and grab the ice bag. So I just left her blind ass there in the Jeep parked in the street. Oh! Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. Hold on. He violated. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second here. You can't do my bestie like this. Oh, my head hurts. Oh my gosh. Okay. So done lost the no, okay. So this no, because this is our bestie Trish. This is her husband. Because I remember she's part of Lost Besties and she told me if I could read a bunch of recipes whenever I do get them. And I was supposed to send her an audio of the ceviche, but I didn't ever get it from the bestie because she can't see good. So whenever she comments on the lives, she does it through the voice. So like she's talking to her phone and it'll comment for her. Yeah, it's Trish's. I was like, wait, what? And so yeah, so she can't see. So he helps her too. Like he'll put me on for her and stuff like that. So she told us, right, that he does that for her. So now it's making sense. Cause I was like, wait. Okay. So yeah, so she can't see. And he helps her. He'll put me on or he'll comment for her. And so she listens. Trish, we love you. Okay. Down. Full identity exposed. Chill. No, but it's okay. We don't know what, you know what I mean? We don't know what he looks like. Cause I can't. He put her name in, but I didn't want to say her name until I got it. I was like, wait. I was like, what do you mean? Okay. Let's go back. I throw her the bag and I'm gripping the steering wheel and clenching my butthole so hard. I wasn't even sitting on the driver's seat. I was floating and sweating like crazy. We get home like 7 minutes later and there's no time for me to be all cute and help her get out and grab the ice bag. So I just left her blind ass there in the Jeep parked in the street because I had closed the gate. I rushed to open the gate door and I'm fumbling my keys to open the door to our house. When I open the door, I feel what I hope was swamp ass in my cheeks. And walked to the restroom. As soon as I pulled my briefs down, I started chorreando. Some got on the back of the toilet lid when I lifted it, some on the back of the seat, but mostly all on the toilet. It was so steamy, I put the toilet paper roll in between my legs. In between my legs to stop the smell from coming up. It was done. I was done quick. I wipe up, clean the mess I made, and go back to my poor wife who's just waiting in the Jeep for me with the doors locked. Love you, babe. Trish, I want to apologize on behalf of your husband. That's wild. Poor Trish. Oh. My goodness, I literally can't. That was wild. Yeah, justice for Trish. That was a roller coaster of emotions. That was wild. What is life? Oh my gosh. I'm fucking crying, y'all. Trish, you got a good one, babe. Real MVP. Not steamy. Trish in therapy right now. She was just sitting there peacefully. Oh, pobrecita. She was just sitting there waiting to freaking to eat her Sonic. Remember that was one out of many. He said like 50 of them. Okay. Bestie, I'm currently in Jerez, Zacatecas, visiting my mama's side of the family. I got a weird hold on. I have a weird trans cousin, not this fool trying to bamboozle my mom and me at separate times into giving him 200 pesos. Se pasa. My mom gave in. She doesn't know how to say no. Then he called me tacaña, but still eats and drinks everything I pay for. He's a dummy, a hungry dummy. Oh, besties, I can't. I can't with y'all. OMG, yes it is. Ice melted by the time he came back for her. Yeah, Trish, are you good? I can't. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do hungry dummy. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way people are saying that. You crossed the line, bestie. I ain't never heard hungry dummy in my life. And now, okay, Bessie said, let me tell you about when I got robbed. Trish just wanted her ice. I didn't know he left me. Oh, here's Trish laughing, guys. I didn't know why he left me there until he texted me that he had to leave. Oh, Trish. We love you, Trish. We love y'all. But you know what? Gotta keep the romance alive, you know what I mean? At least he did it while you were there. Is that what muerto de hambre means? Poor Trish, all that for Sonic Ice. A hungry dummy? No, I said un pendejo con hambre, no? Or am I putting too much into it? Let me know now. All right. She said, let me tell you about when y'all thought I was done. Let me tell you when I got robbed. This is another bestie. She had already told us a previous story. And now about us getting robbed on our way to Mexico. We were driving through Durango. It was 2 a.m. Again, I was 14 years old at the time, and everyone used to drive to Mexico. We had just passed una caseta when all of a sudden we got pulled over by a supposed cop. My dad pulled over, and the cop got my dad and my brother out and made them leave their wallets on the truck. My mom and my little sister were inside the truck, and I was laying down in the camper. My dad used to open the back window of the truck so we can go back in the camper. The cop grabbed my mom's purse and my dad and brother's wallet and started walking back to his car. The other guy that was with him saw me and locked eyes with me. He stopped and started walking towards the camper when the other guy grabbed him and pulled him towards their car. Before leaving, they punctured our tire. My brother fixed the tire, and my dad, being very Catholic and devoted to God, just stood there looking up at the sky when I saw tears coming down his face. It was heartbreaking. That was the only time I've ever seen him cry. That night, they robbed all of our money that we had for our trip. This happened in 1998, and since then, we always fly when we go down. It scares me to think what that guy who saw me in the camper could have done to me if the other guy didn't stop him. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, bestie. Exactly what I was saying. I was like, thank goodness that he, got him and was like, no. Because imagine. That shit's scary. And back in the day, it was scarier. You don't understand how many times we got stopped. Because we would always drive to Guanajuato. And it never stopped my dad either. How many times we got stopped and they tried to fucking get money out of us. And we did. You know what I mean? You got to pay up. It sucks that you have to pay. But it's either pay one way or pay another. And, sometimes money's just money. But I understand. Back in the day, in 1998, rough times to be getting robbed like that. Very rough times. That's why it is.
Ya vine.
Scare me.
¿Otra vez?
Yeah.
Santa cachucha, ahora sí que estuvo caliente.
Sí, está bien caliente, amor.
Está pero excesivamente feo, pero bueno, pues ya qué. ¿Qué estás en el chismecito o qué?
Don't in chisme. My uncle got stopped and robbed when he got in the Escalade. They even
Oh
tried
my
to
gosh. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué pasó?
Estamos diciendo historias de México.
¿De México?
De México.
Son de...
Long time no see. Deadass.
¿Por qué?
Same, I always remember driving down to Jerez and having to wait for others to do a caravana. Yeah, es mejor ir en caravana. No estamos hablando de...
Historias de...
Una vez sí dijo que...
¿Para ir a México o cómo?
Una vez sí dijo que en 1998...
¿98?
Que ya iban a México, a Durango, y que les pararon que según que 2 policías, que se decían que eran policías.
Sí, sí,
y
sí.
que le robaron dinero y que... Sí, ¿sí te acuerdas que antes...
Hola, don Jacobo. Hola, comadre.
That's why I was gonna scare
Yo ya empecé a la saludadera. Saludos, don.
Usted salude.
Saludos, don. Hola.
Get your highs in. Let me drink.
No, hombre, está recaliente, comadres. Ahora sí, se puso pero muy feo. Bueno, pero fin. Ya soy bien güerito. Ahora ya me puse bien prietito. No es cierto. Pero hola.
No, low key, huh?
Saludos, don.
Ayer
Hola,
ahí
don.
en el pinche río sí nos quemamos tantito.
¿Ayer?
Ya.
Ayer en el Riverwalk. Riverwalk de San Antonio. Me puse pero más prietito de lo que ya estoy, oigan. Hola, don Jacobo. Hola, comadre.
It's giving...
Hola, don Jacobo.
It's
Hola.
giving, Choco Crispy.
Hola, Steve.
It's giving Chucky's.
Tip, tío. Ojo. Saludos,
Hola,
saludos desde Utah, saludos hasta Utah. Ya entré a la saludadera, comadres, ahora ya. No me para. Desde Dallas.
¿Tú crees que Dallas y San Angelo están más calientes? Ahorita
¿Que aquí?
Ajá.
Santa cachucha, eso sí que está feo, entonces.
I saw it on the news, y'all.
Saludos, compadre. Saludos, comadre. La michoacana.
Well, girl,
Saludos.
loves it. Do what you gotta do.
¿Ya ves?
Oh, yo ya conté que cuando,
¿Qué?
cuando yo también me estoy bañando, que tú entras y para cagar.
¿Para cagar?
Ya.
No, ¿y por qué les andas diciendo eso? Don Jacobo, tanto tiempo sin verlo. No, aquí estoy, comadre, ¿cómo que?
Es que ha estado trabajando mucho.
No, hombre, comadres, ahora sí estoy trabajando hasta sábado y domingo, pues ya que ahorita que hay,
Yeah.
porque hay veces que no hay, y pues ahí sí me pongo triste porque hay que sacar la feria, porque si no está crítico, pero ahora sí.
Si no, ¿cómo nos vamos a ir de vacaciones?
¿Cómo nos vamos a arreglar las uñas? Entonces, comadre, pues ahora sí les estoy chingando mucho sábado y domingo, pero pues, bendito sea Dios que hay trabajo.
Es lo bueno, porque
Sí,
está cabrón.
Pero saludos a todo Estados Unidos, todo donde sea. Saludos de Indiana, don. Saludos, comadre, hasta Indiana. ¿Ya ves?
No, está bien. Yo ya llevo 2 horas aquí chismeando.
Desde el sur, Carolina. Y saludos a todos al sur, Carolina, comadre.
Someone's gotta pay the bills. Quería esposa
guapa, le toca. Santa cachucha, sí, cierto.
Her.
Pues ya que, ni modos me aguanto, pues ya que mi gusto es. ¿Y quién me lo quitará?
Solamente.
Pues ya que. Pues sí.
Oh, estábamos hablando, oye,
Pues sí.
de que cuando yo me estoy bañando que tú entras a cagar.
Tú chingale, don. Julian
He's
necesita...
ignoring me. Bessie, let's go to Cali at 70 degrees there. Seguro en California está bien chingón la clima.
En California. Bueno. Saludos desde Colorado. Saludos hasta Colorado. San Jacobo de Yoris Video.
Bessie, send me a message real quick. Send me a message because I have too many messages I can't
Ahora
find.
resulta que en California está más tranquilo el
Send me
tiempo.
a message, Bestie.
Bestie, how do you feel about the charro drama? ¿Cuál drama?
Oh, del charro y la mayrita.
Oh, del charro y la
Que
marita.
engañó.
Santa cachucha.
Alguien le sacó una foto que andaba comiendo por ahí con otra mujer. Pero no sé si eso fue de negocio o qué, pero como que se están divorciando.
Virgen
Y,
Santísima.
oh my gosh, y'all. I literally can't stand him. Yo vi en el pinche video.
Espérame. Hello de San Diego. Hola, comadre. Hasta San Diego.
Yo vi en el pinche video donde él está. That's why I can't. It was giving Jacobo low-key. Andaba en su pinche pega mujer. Así como tú andas.
Chinga, ¿nos parecemos entonces?
Stop it. Y anda hablando. Anda hablando, right? Y anda diciendo, no, pues vamos a dibujar. Y luego dice, dices que me ando viendo los brazos que no sé qué, que se miran bien.
¿Se siente como yo?
Yes.
Se siente que está mamey y no lo estamos.
He fucking triggered me. And then he was like, ay, que no sé qué. Y dices, no, pues, no, hijos, no me quiero cambiar de tema, pero nos vamos a divorciar porque no sé qué y que no sé qué. I need to show you the video because I was shook. And I was just like, ew.
Yo no sé quién es el charrito, pero más o menos.
Ese es de los dientes grandes. Que tiene vive aquí en Texas, creo.
Es el que se siente guapo,
Siempre,
pero muy arregladillo ahí.
Ajá, y siempre anda haciendo videos con
sacado de pestañitas y todo eso. ¿Ahora qué has visto?
Una vez sí me mandó eso de la Yoris. Ice Key.
Show it. I'm sorry, but I think Charro es B.
B.
Alguien dijo.
Amor, es la segunda vez que es...
¿Tú qué? Se le anda cayendo el teléfono. He's a narcisista.
Stop it! Bessie, that's scary.
Donde se ríe porque ya está soltero. Algo así cae mal. No, pues claro que cae mal todo eso.
I can't.
Que se le anda cayendo.
That scared me. Hold on. Okay, I need to put my thing.
¿Quién te lo mandó?
Una bestie me lo mandó.
Lo grabó, ¿cómo está?
I didn't like that.
I think he...
Oye.
Mira.
No, me mandó que era de Ioris.
Espérate que estoy apareciendo.
No se va a ver.
Ay, hijo de la...
Eso es mexicano.
¡Ah, la suerte! Sí se me erizaron los pelos.
Dude, I'm
Santa
telling you.
cachucha. No lo oyeron bien. Pónselos otra vez bien cerquita.
No, amor, it's scary.
Pónselos.
I don't like it. She sent it to me, but I only listened to a little bit because I got scared, y'all. Bestie, why are you doing it? It's scary. So she
Es
said,
una compañera de mi hermana que estaba en México, no sé en dónde.
I don't appreciate it. No, Bestie,
No les pusiste bien. Para que se
Yeah,
escuche.
¿ya ves?
Para que se escuche así.
Jacobo likes shit like that.
A ver, ve, que se escuche. Está el video, pero... ¡Santa cachucha! Ok. ¿Le subiste el volumen?
I don't like it.
No lloró bien.
Era esta.
Por eso, que llore bonito la lloris.
It's because it's just dark. It's pitch black.
Ok. Más acá. Así no juego, bestia. Santa cachucha, yo ya me voy, ahí te dejo. Ay, no, qué miedoso.
I don't like that.
De Firulais Friday.
No, the bestie sent it to me. I didn't hear the whole thing because I was like, oh, like como que ya tiene tiempo que me lo mandó y a mí me dio como cosa y me dijo ahorita dice ponlo para las besties.
A mí se me hace que esa comadre se fue a México y lo anduvo buscando a la Lloris.
It was in Mexico. No, it's just pitch black. She's in the street.
Sí se ven como unos
I'm stressed. That stressed me out.
¿cómo se llaman? ¿Truenos?
Ajá.
Santa cachucha, ahora sí que se puso está crítico. Virgen santísima.
No, I can't.
Bestie,
Yeah.
Stop.
Ya, güey,
Ya, güey.
Ya, güey, pinche pendejo, güey.
Ya, güey, ya déjame, güey.
I'm gonna freaking dream about her. It's your fault. Man, you blaming him? Oh, gosh, that was scary. I don't like that.
Comadre, sí pone los pelos de punta así, oyéndolo bien, lo que es derechito, o sea, el audio y así como se ve así. Se ve puro como oscuro, ¿va?
Oh, bestie, what the fuck? Okay.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
Mira, así es.
No dejes caer la comadre santa, cachucha.
Look, so this is, es que no se ve la reflect. Look, this is what they're saying que era la Lloris. Like there's a street lamp. This is them recording, and that's supposed to be Lloris. My bad, y'all. That was me down. I thought I was teaching. Ooh, I got the chills. Se me pararon los pinches pelos del fucking...
No, sí se oye bonito. Sí se oye feo que diga.
I know. He likes this shit. Pinche Lloris te va a pinche...
¿Por qué?
Te va a tocar.
¿Yo por qué?
Bessie, what part of Mexico are you from? Yeah, animals sound scary. Hello, have you heard La Hyena? That's scary. Nah, take it off. Okay.
No, sí está fellillo.
Okay, let's continue.
No, sí está fellillo. Yo voy a subir la herramienta.
Okay.
Bueno, comadres, yo voy a subir la herramienta. Que la dejé en la
Bonito.
camioneta y la tengo que subir porque si no me la chingan.
Okay, súbela.
Sí. Ahorita vengo. Bye, bye.
Bye.
No, si no me la pelan.
Sí, eso sí. I'm from Jalisco, but this was my sister's coworker. Let's move on. Bessie, I paused it. I don't do ghosts. Okay, let's move on. No, that's scary. I don't like it. All right. Another one. I scare. Yori's cousin with the girl from the ring and she's gonna jump out our screen. Stop. IDK, what part of Mexico? Okay. Bestie. So one of the times when I went to visit my grandma in Guanajuato, me and my other 3 cousins were up in the roof of my grandma's house eating our tacos, tirando chisme, lol. It was already night, like around 10 p.m. My cousin's dad was walking the streets drunk, threatening to kill my aunt, grandma's daughter. He was abusive as fuck. Well, next thing you know, my grandma heard the commotion my uncle was making, and she said, este cabrón otra vez. She told us to come down and go to sleep or watch TV. We listened and went inside, but my cousin had to use the bathroom and was scared to go, so we sneaked to go outside and use the bathroom, which was across the house outside. We were quiet so our grandma wouldn't hear us. We saw her go upstairs to the roof. She was mumbling some stuff we did not understand. Next thing you know, we stopped hearing her talk and saw a big bird or owl fly out of that roof. We did not see our grandma again till the next day. And we're gonna move on. That's a little too real for me. It's a little too up there for me. Damn, a whole 2 hours late because I didn't get notified. What's going on? Was she a lechuza? That's what it's given. What was she doing? What the fuck is this, y'all? I came for a good time. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Wow. I'm not. Oh, no, it's giving more lechuza. If it's a bird, it's more. Yeah. While on our yearly December visit in San Luis Potosí visiting family, I experienced the most embarrassing moment ever. We always stay at my aunt's house since her and my dad are so close. Anyways, my aunt was getting a new restroom and shower built. They were only waiting on the doors to come in. So in the meantime, they had an old blanket covering the doorway. One night I was showering and asked my cousin to sit outside since it was windy that night to avoid the blanket flying around. Bestie, I was rinsing my hair when all of a sudden my uncle's horse walked in. I screamed so loud that it only caused the horse to come in even more. Everyone ran out of the kitchen and were laughing. My cousin that was supposed to be there was eating in the kitchen. I've been terrified of horses ever since. It's been about 17 years that this happened, but my family and I always remember when I go visit. My husband till this day laughs and brings it up when we see a horse. Only in Mexico, y'all. Literally only in Mexico. I got another story about my hubby. We went to my brother-in-law's daughter's baptism. Hubby thought mixing drink was the right way to go. Got so fucked up that on our way home, he said I had to slow down because I was going too fast, but I wasn't. We get home, he says he needs to use the restroom, and he's using it all right. He's on the shitter and throwing up in the shower at the same time. He comes saying he's going to clean it up, so I'm waiting for him to clean it up. Mind you, I'm pregnant, and he never comes back to the restroom. I walk to my room, and he's dead ass asleep, snoring. I got proof. Not the proof. All right. My husband used to bring his mom over to our place on my days off. While he was at work, I would entertain her. I finally told him not to bring her because she's not my mother. Told him to bring her over on his days off. Since she hasn't been over since, I reminded him, see, you don't like her either. God damn, bestie. Ain't have to do all that. Okay, what we got here? Let's get into it. All right. All right, so this is the last one, and then I'm going to hop off. Because I've been on here for two hours. Damn. All right. Bestie, in December 2017, my parents, my daughter, 2 of my dad's friends, and myself drove to Mexico. It was very weird on the road there. For some reason, there was many gas stations out of gas. The lines were crazy at the gas stations that did not have gas. This delayed us into getting home at 6 p.m. as expected. My dad called my grandma and his worker to let them know we might be home around midnight. It was midnight and we were passing through San Diego de la Unión, Guanajuato. My dad said, hay una víbora en la carretera. The truck and trailer went over the víbora. It ended up being spikes. 3 tires from our truck went flat and one from the trailer. My dad parked immediately. Him and his friend Jay went out to look. Immediately, we hear gunshots. I thought, OMG, my dad is dead. So for some reason, I open my door. I'm in the back passenger side. A guy with a balaclava was holding Jay from the back and telling him to go inside the truck. Another guy covered takes over the driver's seat. Soon after, a man brings in my dad to sit in the back with us, telling him, Métate pendejo. They drove us to the cerro. Mind you, the truck has one good wheel and the trailer another. They threatened my 6-year-old daughter at gunpoint, and she was screaming for the police. They finally gave us to her, and we were all face down in the dirt, entre los nopales. They had us in the cerro until 6 a.m. They brought 2 trucks and loaded them up with our stuff and the items my dad was sending over. It was the worst experience in my life. My daughter was in therapy after. I'm so sorry, bestie. That's so scary. She said, let me send the proof. That's wild. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, bestie. That shit's scary. I feel like if you're going in December, especially driving, es mejor ir en caravana, because crazy. They were watching them for a while. Thank God they survived. And that's usually how it is. Like, so that's how you know something is wrong. When we were going to Veracruz and we were coming back, what was I saying? All right, so when we went in December and we were coming back from another town to Veracruz, there was a shit ton of traffic. We got stuck in traffic because somebody had thrown oil on the road. And so nobody could get through. They had to go and clean it up. It was like a whole fucking thing. And it was late at night and we were stuck. It was me and my brother-in-law and Jacobo. And we were stuck on those freaking dangerous curves in Veracruz. And it was nighttime. I was fucking tired. And I was like, fuck, like what's finna happen? And then the truck drivers got down and they told us, they were like, hey, hide your shit. If you got anything on you, any money, hide it. Your phones, put it away, because they spill oil on the road. And when they do that, it's because they're trying to rob people or they're trying to rob somebody. And it was fucking crazy. We couldn't leave until all that shit got cleared up. And so they do shit like that. So putting those spikes, they know what they're doing. They're putting spikes because they see people who have the big fucking loads of stuff, and they will do that. It sucks. Okay, not to like steer you away from going to Mexico, but it's just, you just gotta know. It's better to know than to be fucking oblivious to what goes on over there. It's very dangerous sometimes. You always gotta take extra money because they will ask for it. 2 of my uncles have been robbed over there going to Guanajuato. It's crazy. My desire to go this summer. You should for sure still go. Just be cautious and just have extra money in case they ask you. Because one of my uncles, I remember when we were already over there, it was one December. He got there late. They robbed him. They beat him up. They almost took my cousin. Luckily, they didn't take her. And then another time, it was 2 of my uncles going in December as well. And they were a little more they still robbed them, but they were a little more respectful. And my aunt was with them and my cousins. And they said, we don't charge women. We only charge men. So they had to pay, I think it was like $300 each per man. And then they just sent them on their way. So what happens is it depends on who you get, you know what I mean? Because some of them are just straight up robbing you. And some of them are charging you a fee to go to Mexico. And if they charge you a fee, usually what happens is they'll charge you and they give you a clave, a password basically. And with that password, you're supposed to be good the rest of your way, depending on where you're from. And if you get stopped, supposedly you give them the password, and they'll let that gives you like, oh, they've already been charged for coming in. But then some people straight up rob you, and they take it farther and they beat you up and shit. So just be careful, y'all. And honestly, word of advice, low key, don't even fight it. Just take it. Because I feel like if you try to defend yourself, or it's just gonna get worse. Just take it, babe. Take it and take the L, and lick your wounds later, because It's wild. I flying in Guanajuato haven't been in years. Yeah, that's why a lot of people are flying. Honestly, a lot of people prefer to fly because my parents used to drive from SoCal all the way to Nayarit. Nope, yeah, no, yeah. And if you are, es mejor ir en caravana, where it's a bunch of caravan, where it's a bunch of people going to the same place, y entre ustedes se ayudan. No, Mexico is different. I remember back in the day, man, like my dad had to pay so many fucking times, and my dad didn't give a fuck. And one time, Loki, he was playing with our lives. Not gonna lie, Loki, he was playing with our lives because one time we got stopped by those fake cops, and they saw that my dad didn't care. He would wear his gold jewelry. Sir, you're asking for it. You're asking for us to get robbed. And they stopped us and they told my dad, because he was like, what'd you stop me for? And he was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck. And he was like, I didn't do anything. And he had his hand down. The officer was like, oh, that's a nice watch. And my dad was like, oh, do you like it? He's like, yeah, I like it. And he's like, well, you're not getting it, motherfucker. I was like, oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. And I don't remember too much of what happened after, but I remember my dad used to carry. So I don't know if he had it in his lap type of shit or what happened, but we left without paying nothing and he left with his watch. So, but you can't do that nowadays. Back in the day, you could. You know what I mean? But nowadays, you can't do shit like that. Because like, oh, I'm taking that watch going another. So if you don't get... And you know who's exactly like that? I feel is Jacobo. And I've been told him, I was like, I feel like you're gonna play with my life. Because we were talking about it one day with my dad. Because my dad was telling him about my uncle and how they gave him the password. And Jacobo was like, but like, what are the restrictions on the password? Bitch, a password is a password. Okay? What do you mean? Like, he was like, well, I would ask him before. He was like, before I even give him, this is exactly what he said. He told me, and my dad was looking at him like, you're fucking crazy. He was like, well, I would ask him, how far does this password give me? I'm not going to give you my money and then the password doesn't work and I get robbed again. If we get robbed again, we get robbed again. What are you saying to me? He's like, I just want to know the restrictions. What state to what state is this password valid? It doesn't work like that. I was like, so you don't care about me. So you're playing with my life right now. I was like, if we ever, Dios no lo quiera, knock on wood, I don't care what they want. You're going to give it to them. You're going to give it to them and we're going to continue on. And he was like, well, I guess. And my dad was like, they'll pistol whip you, babe. You ask a dumb question, you're going to find out. And Jacobo swears that that's not real. I'm like, it very much is. And then my dad's like, maybe y'all should just fly. I was like, and we are going to fly. We are going to fly because I can't trust this man. And my dad was nervous. He was like, I don't think he really understands that. I'm like, he does. He does, but he playing. He playing with my life. So, there's that. Bessie, is your dad an Aries? No, my dad's a Taurus. Flying is quicker and safer. Last time I went on a bus, and that was safe. Buses ain't safe either, low-key. Now, I don't want to scare y'all. Buses ain't as safe as you know what I mean, as you want it to be. Yes, please do. But yeah, buses, they're good. They're economically friendly. You know what I mean? Yeah, my uncle got robbed on the bus and the robbers left the passenger stranded in the middle of nowhere. No, a family friend. Police said, "Little pal, your wife, Jacobo. I know you won't." No, because in that situation, I'm being dead ass. This is not joking. I'm being for real. Okay, if that ever happened. And they want a little ninja. They want a little gok. I'm gonna slut myself out. I very much am. You don't have to argue with me. You don't have to force me, babe. I got you. We don't have to take it there. What do you need from me right now? I've been traveling. Okay, I might be a little sweaty, but I'm down for whatever you need right now. If I can leave in one piece. I don't care what y'all say. I'm down. Okay. You want to call me a whore? I very much am one. For my life, I'm going to do what needs to be done. I don't know about the rest of you bitches. But I'm going to do what I got to do. Okay? I ain't no prude. I'm not about to be like, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? Bestie, just take that bullet and go on about your day. Don't do that one-eye monster. It's funny, but it's scary. No, but it very much is a possibility. You just never know. Dios no lo quiera. I don't wish that on anybody, but it's happened to many people. I'm glad I'm ugly. I'll lie. I'm like, I got the clap. I don't even think they care though. Dead ass. They want what they want. I don't think they would want me though. The way I would be looking after a couple of days of traveling, they don't want this. Not the natural men repellent. All right. Bestie, I'm gonna pee myself. I'll shit myself. He said, and he got, Brody, get out. See yourself out. That's enough from you, sir. That's enough. Bessie, just fly. Don't about to play games. That's what I'm saying. I'm just flying. Okay, moving on. Bessie, I need advice. So I actually did the confession of DVing my man in Mexico. Well, recently I asked if we were going to Mexico this December, and he was like, after all the show we did, I'm embarrassed to go this year. I felt so bad, but also like, the fuck are you embarrassed of me? And he says no, that he's embarrassed for himself. Is he right for feeling like not going this year, or is it wrong of him to care what they think? Also, the DV was in December last year. When did you DV him? Let me go back to the old messages. I'm going to the back messages. When did you DV him, ma'am? Hold on, let me... Oh, okay, I see it. It was about the cuñada. Because this is a go for the context. It says, Bessie, I think my cuñada or suegra doing brujeria on my man and me to split us apart. I don't believe in that at all. But they love doing that. They think they're known in the rancho for it. I think this because TMI, but the last week he is having a hard time getting hard. Sorry, and I want to go get my cards read to see, but that would be playing into their shit, or like to the bruja besties. If you don't believe can things still affect you? They never liked me. He's 42, but we went in December and it was a vacation from hell. Like Loki DV'd him in front of the mom. I don't believe in that, but they do like religiously, because I hate how they use him and he acts up allá en su rancho. Okay, I remember now. Know what he embarrassed for. Ya pasó. Me and Jacobo had a huge fight on New Year's. We didn't even give each other a New Year's kiss. And I'm still going. I don't give a fuck. Why you in my business? Why you in my business? If I want to DV my man, turn away. Don't look. You want it too? Yeah, I say go for round 2 in the rancho. I say round 2, make it stick. Bop, bop, bop. You feel me? Yeah, I think y'all should go. And that's very valid. Are you embarrassed of me? Are you embarrassed of these hands and the potential they have? Because what does it matter? Because he says they're going to say it's un pendejo. They're already saying it, babe. Let him know they already been said it. As soon as you lay your hands on him, they said it. So it doesn't matter. At this point of view, it doesn't even matter. The damage has been done. So roll with the punches, literally. If he acted up, he had it coming. If you're not fighting your man in front of your family, you don't love him. That's what I'm saying. Well, the age could be the reason for... He should stop being selfish. Y'all should go, or he deserves an encore. It's a new year and tables should turn. I just feel like damage is done. And, well, we're yelling so everyone around her. Same. I've been there, done that. I'm not ashamed. I'm still going to show face. I think it's actually gaslight him. This is what you're going to do. Okay? You're going to gaslight him, and you're going to turn the tables, and you're going to be like, it's worse if we don't go. If we don't go, then they for sure know that we're embarrassed and you're ashamed and you're a little ussy ass biatch. Just kidding. No offense, bestie. You know what I mean? This is just for context. This is what I would do. But I would gaslight him. Be like, if we don't go, that makes it look like we're toxic. It's going to be worse if you don't go. Play that card. It'll be worse if we don't go, babe. It's better to go, show face, get it over with, break the ice, and stop the awkwardness. You know what I mean? Because, so what, every year y'all not going because you could potentially throw hands? Where's the fun in that? Allegedly. Right, they know how y'all are. He catch a face. I wish I would let me these. When are you going to Mexico? Probably not till the end of the year. Tell him it's American sport. I don't see the big deal. I don't know if it's me. Miles at Wednesday if they wait longer. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I just feel like, again, who gonna stop you? And I'm just saying, this is the perfect opportunity to gaslight. Because I'd be like, why are you gonna make me hit you again? Oh, that is so I apologize. That was so out of pocket. This is for jokes. So this is sarcasm. This is sarcasm. This is just, I would have been like, what are you gonna do? We're not gonna argue over there, are we? Or what are you planning on doing to piss me off? To where I gotta raise my hand? How about that? How about act right? How about act right so I don't have to act like that? It's given his mom needs to talk to him. His mom needs to tell him, babe, quit making her mad. What you do, it's your fault. Quit fucking with her. And she won't have to lay hands on you. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? But what do I know? What do I know? By the way, she didn't really DV her husband. Before y'all come in here, okay? She didn't really, she didn't DV, we're exaggerating. She didn't, like, fucking bop, 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 bop. I'm pretty sure it was probably, like, a slap or something. You know what I mean? Like, un chingaquerito or whatever. She probably was like, hey, chill out. Or she probably grabbed him. Bessie, what did you do? Clear the air real quick before I get off. She probably was like, hey, chill the fuck out. He's an only son with 3 sisters, so you know she ain't raised him right, and I just scratched him. Oh, all she did was scratch. Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real for a second. A little scratchy scratch. Bye. I ain't gonna lie, bestie. If I were you, I'd be more worried about getting jumped. 3 sisters, and they let you scratch their brother? Scratch equals 10-inch stab. If she didn't stab him, it doesn't count. That's what I'm saying. There was no jabby jab. And threw a banco de plástico at him. Yeah, it's fine. That's not a big deal. It wasn't that bad. His face was scratched. It's fine. That's not. Bessie, you didn't do enough. That's what I'm saying. That's not even classified as DV. That was an accident. That's not even real. That was literally an accident. Could have happened to anybody. I've scratched Jacobo in the face by accident with my nails. So that's not even, you know what I mean? It could happen to anybody. You're fine. But yeah, I'd be more worried about getting jumped. That's my concern. You know what I mean? Exactly. He stepped in front of the object. Yeah. It's weird shit. I'm a big girl and they're pussy and small. They would never. Okay, you're good then. And they already saw what you could do. Okay? They already saw what you could do. They're not fucking with you. So, yeah. It ain't even that big a deal. And you know what? Shame on them for acting like they ain't ever had it out with their pareja. Y'all too much. I hate y'all. That's what it could have been much worse when you think about it. She slipped and fell by accident, then tried to catch herself on the chair, but accidentally went flat. That's what I'm saying. Accidents happen all the time. And the wind, it all depends. Okay, it all depends. It could have been the wind too. I'm just saying, I don't think you're at fault here. Well, not 100% at least. Just be careful. I got charged for DV here for leaving his collar, shirt stretched, no marks, nothing. What? Well, this was in Mexico, so I don't know. But yeah, I think you should be fine. Fuck it. But yeah, just gaslight him. And maybe this year be nice, babe. Just be a little nice. Unless he deserves it. Just be a little nice. What you need to do is turn the tables on them. Because they're expecting you to go and be arguing still and be embarrassed. No, you need to go and treat him like a king. You know what? I'm going to pull a surprise, got us a family trip to Mexico for Christmas. That's what I'm talking about. You need to go and be nice, okay? Prove them wrong. Because they're haters. They've been hating on you from the get, okay? I went and read the other confessions. They've been hating from the get. Go and act like a big, happy family. Y'all went to therapy. Let it be. Let them see y'all doing better. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Dile calladito, se ve más bonito, que no diga nada, don't bring it up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Que vayan y be fake. We have all done it. Yeah, pinch him on the low. Grab his leg, grab his thigh, and let him know who's boss. Just kidding. So y'all passing face, y'all's man. Yeah, I'm gonna order my wig because I'm gonna throw it on and Uno reverse. I saw that TikTok of this guy, and he was like, if your man, your cousins, your brothers don't have an extra wig, if they don't have a wig in their car for when you're getting down, and he puts it on so he can catch a fade, they don't love you, bitch. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, you should be fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, babe. You're good. It's all good. That never happened, as far as I know. This is a wild life, but what do we expect out of each other? We had a DV episode, my husband too, his family knows, and we act like nothing happened. We went to therapy, we were working it out, we good. Yeah, we're good, we're fine. We clapping cheeks, it's all good. Don't worry about us. Like I said, me and Jacob, we're mad at each other for New Year's in Mexico. Too much shit was going on. We didn't give each other the New Year's kiss. And on the last day we were coming out, we act like nothing happened. We good. We Gucci. And guess what? I'm going to do it again. I ain't worried about it. And was there some shit told to each other? Yeah, it was really weird that they were shook that on New Year's we didn't cross not one motherfucking. He didn't even tell me Happy New Year. I didn't tell him Happy New Year's either. We were on opposite side of the house the whole night. And everybody had to give us our hugs separate because I wasn't around him. I didn't even give him a New Year's hug. He didn't even get a New Year's wink. Nothing, Mitch. Nothing. And then I went to sleep before him. And that's what it was. You reading that out loud, I almost spit my coffee. Yeah. And I'll do it again. Because why are you in my business? That's how toxic people are, okay? I've been with this man 10 years. You think we ain't ever had an argument in 10 years? Bitch, you're out your mind. Okay? You make up and you move on. Nah, if I say, hey, you shouldn't fight her, and you say, yeah, and you got dragged, yeah, post it on your kids' page. Not a text, not even a Happy New Year's text, nothing. I called my dad. Ariana, what are you doing here? I'm about to end. You are 157 minutes late, bestie. Yeah, it's fine. Everybody has those days. What's that one Hannah Montana song? It's coming, but very vaguely. Everybody has those days. Da-na-na-na-na. I don't know. One of y'all knows it. Yeah, it's fine. Shout out to my wife, Allie. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Allie. Arturo, you better put in that work. Oh, there you go. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Happy birthday, bestie Allie. I'll be doing a little some when the baby kids go to sleep. Know what I mean? Yeah, it's tronco time. I love that for her. I love that for her. As you should. As you should. Okay, Hannah Montana. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it. She better get con troncazo. And she is. And she is. It's giving, what are we in? June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It's giving March baby. It's giving March baby. Wrap it up. The wifey like, make sure you do the ballerina on it. I can't stand y'all sometimes. Yeah, happy birthday, Ali. I'm done with y'all. I can't deal. Y'all are taking years off my life. I just want to let y'all know that. Like, I'm getting older by the second because y'all doing too much. The jewelry box spin with her leg up. Oh, I'm not even gonna lie. When you said that, I thought it was him. What I imagined, dead ass, I imagine her like, this is her, right? I imagine him spinning. I imagine him spinning around. That's what I imagine. Pa que veas dónde va mi mente. Pa que veas what. I apologize. I don't know why I thought he was the one doing the spinning. Nah, that would be Brody activities. It's late, y'all. I don't know what I'm talking about. The sun got to me. Couldn't even tell you. I hope that Bessie took some tips from the last live. Yeah. I mean, that can happen too. That can. I wonder how. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, besties. It was a nice live. Ariana, we missed you, but you already know it's gonna be up for replay, bestie. It got crazy. Trigger warning. I don't know at what moment, bestie, but Yordis came in to say hi. Dead ass. Yordis was in this live, so just tread lightly, because, you know what I mean. Trigger warning. You know what? I'm gonna put that in. I'll put that in the description or something, because I didn't realize how bad it was gonna sound. Didn't realize that until it was too late. And then they lay flat and she spins like another. There you go. For free. Yeah, Yordi's out here throwing it back for free. Bestie, tell my man to get me into the club, besties. Yes, sir. Birthday gift. A little subscription to Las Besties. Thanks, everyone. Happy birthday, Ali. Que Dios te bendiga con muchos años más, amiga. Bet. Say less. And it's a 2-for-1 low key. You just log into hers, you know what I mean? All right, besties. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sending in your Mexico stories. We enjoyed all of them. They were fucking wild. Y'all have an amazing week. Happy Monday. Y que Dios los bendiga. You know what I mean? Hoy, mañana y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amen. Hold up. Husband and wife in here? Yeah. We got the OG bestie couple. Period. As always. Ignore me, y'all. Oh. Wait, who'd you think we was talking about? Brody, they been in here. Oh, I'm done. Amen, y'all. Happy birthday, Ali. And congratulations to the besties who are 2-month bestie badge. Enjoy. And I will see you guys soon. All of a sudden, Brody, he back. He was sick. All right, besties. Love you guys. And I'll see y'all soon. And don't forget to like. And if you want to join Las Besties or Las Comadres, the link is in the description bar. All right, bye, besties. Love you guys. Saludos al compa Jacobo. Estaba aquí, pero ya se fue. Fue a agarrar su herramienta. Bye, bestie. I'm going to join next live. My name will be Green. Hey! Much love, bestie. Be safe. See you on Las Besties. See you guys on Las Besties. Bye, besties.